It's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. You could save me from my isolation. My too complicated. I stop this conversation. It's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. No relation. It's crazy. And it goes like, you could save me from my isolation.
Ready to go. Titus already opened up this game with a demo as well. Exciting to see if they can get that physical effort out on the field very early, but Rocket, we talk about it, it is a best of 3. You got to get going early, and if you don't, you're just going to lose the series.
Yeah, it can be very difficult when you almost have shots like that already. You have Surreal getting that 50 with Damn. It's going to drop straight down. Titus tries to put it on target. Just can't get it.
Very close on the passing attempt. I like that, though, getting the teamwork going. On the other side, some good mechanical plays to actually get it up near the backboard and see if they can follow it up. Heck does look like they want to kind of clear it out of the zone. A little bit of a contested ball there on the side wall, but eventually with help from the teammate and the passing can get it out there. They can start their attack now. A shot is going to be good, but not good enough to score for Fatty Cartel.
Yeah, Surreal on the attack again. And Damn just really trying to keep that ball away. Fatty Cartel's doing tremendous job at attacking Dugtrio's net. Dugtrio wants to get an opportunity to score. They're going to have to do something like that, but it is saved away by Surreal.
That was a crazy little aerial play there. A lovely shot, but doesn't find it. A lot of time already off the clock here, and no one able to find that first goal. We talk about it, game 1 in this best of 3. It's very important to get out and get going, so I'm excited to see which one of these two offenses can strike first.
Yeah, look at this pass, though. No, it's going to be shut down by Surreal.
Demo.
That demo just really opens things up here, but it's Damn and Sino with it. Surreal's going to clear it away, and just things are going back and forth at the moment. No one can find a goal with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in this one.
No one able to find a goal, but you mentioned it a little bit early, but we can't mention anything because Surreal has found an open net and the first goal here for Fatty Cartel.
Of course I say that, and we already have our first goal.
Yeah.
It did take us 2 minutes to get there, but Fatty Cartel leading the charge. Surreal, 1 goal and 3 saves. If he wants to really keep that up, keep that energy going, they're going to have to keep that attack going onto the net of Dugtrio.
Will have to keep the attack going, and as well for Dugtrio, you kind of mentioned it early, their offense in the first minute was kind of not there, but we're tying in shots before that goal came through. A demo on the backlines for Damn. Does have to be a little bit careful of the rotations here. Don't want to get caught in anything, but you do still have to play very, very, good Rocket League here. You're only up 1. You have to keep going.
Yeah, it's only 2 minutes and 27 seconds left, so if you're Dugtrio, you really got to pull deep, try to find a way to just stop throwing the ball away. Like Sino's charge there was great, Dam's 50 was great, but again, no follow-up. Their third is playing very safe right now. If they want to change things around, they're going to have to find ways to push as a team.
We have to get those passing plays active. Like you said, that teamwork, the communication, an integral part of this game. But across the backboard, that not going to work. 0 boost left from on the map. Unfortunately, you're not the shooter right there. So can't find the way to the back of the net, but it will go the other way for now as Damn tries to contest it at that 50-50 marker. Using a lot of their boost, though, and not being able to steal out that corner boost is a little bit tough and a little bit dangerous with only 1 defender back.
Super dangerous, and that almost became a goal. That is cleared away again by Dugtrio. As Damn leads an attack, he doesn't have any teammates nearby except Map, who's trying to center it and just cannot because it is cleared away by Surreal.
Cleared away. Mo hits, though, from Map to try and keep up this offensive pressure. Still the lone goal on the board with only about 1 minute and 15 left to go. Up into the sky, Sino looking for something. A nice little play off the backboard. The teammate cleans it up. Damn, we'll find the equalizer.
We are all tied up. 1 minute and 8 seconds left in this. Not exactly the goal that looked like it was going to go in, especially with all the chaos happening on the backboard. But that's exactly what you need to get your team hyped. To let them know, hey, we're not just going to give them this one. We've got a shot. We want to keep things going here.
shot. A shot there, though, from Heck from the skies was absolutely beautiful on the map, though, able to get on the defensive line. Another one there, a good little save. A lot of them, 3 of those saves in their back pocket, but we're in the final minute now. Heck is just dropping a teardrop from the heavens and on the map, getting demos, making these defensive plays, and allowing the teammates to recover, but Titus, the offense, just does not stop pushing. The shot is good, and Surreal will retake the lead.
The physicality coming out right now from Fatty Cartel really shows you that they want to take this win home. It is still a best of 3 though, so even if they win this one, they will still have to win another one. But 37 seconds left. I don't know which way this is going to go, but all those demos happening and all the offensive pressure earlier really shows all the things that Fatty Cartel brings to the table.
Good try there from on the map to try and get up in the skies, contest that kind of clearing pass, but couldn't find it. And now Doug Trio, they have to go. Only 15 seconds left in this game, and they're running out of time here. They need to find a goal, or like you said, this game 1 is all but lost. The offensive pressure from Fatty Cartel is just not giving up in the corner. Sino just trying to keep it up and active, but it's bouncing to the ground, and Fatty Cartel will take the first game.
That was a great one to start off with. I mean, everything that we saw in those matches, just really beautiful from both teams. But I want to see, other than the physicality and all the offensive pressure that we saw coming from Fatty Cartel, I want to see Doug Trio step up a little bit. But first game, we really know how it is. Usually everybody's trying to get a sense for each other. So let's see how this next one goes.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I don't think it was a landslide game by any means. It was definitely a battle back and forth. But Fatty Cartel, like you said, they were just getting that physicality. They were getting up and active, getting those physical plays. And the passing as well was just really, really clean as well. So they take the first game, like we said, is still a best of 3. So Doug Trio, they have a chance. But they have to win this next one or they're going down to the lower bracket.
Yeah, lower bracket is not where you want to go. Once you go into the lower bracket, you're going to have a lot of teams to face. It's a lot easier to stay up high than it is to drop low and then kind of fight for your life to try to get back into a tournament. But looks like we're ready for our next game here. This one going to start off interesting though, because Fatty Cartel is up 1. Doug Trio, I want to see them do lots of great things, lots of passing plays. We're going to get right into this kickoff here soon. But if you have any team that you would root for or foresee winning based on how they've been playing, who do you think would win?
I mean, Fatty Cartel is definitely good at adapting at different points in that first game. I do got to say, coming right out the gate, Titus with a really, really critical save to not give that momentum over. The dangerous thing is they had all of their goals on one player, so maybe that is a weakness can be seen on out. So some shots on both sides to start off the game, but no early goals. Heck, maybe looking to prove me wrong, but the post stops him this time.
Yeah, Heck really took a really great job there of slowing down the play and really controlling that. That's something we haven't seen from Doug Trio's side. There've been a lot of bangs and clears, not a lot of control like we've seen from Fatty Cartel.
Much control, but still able to get some touches their way. That first minute already quickly passing and Heck getting right back to those demo plays. Damn, just steals it out of the sky, but that is such a dangerous pass. The trust in the teammate was there, but that could have easily gone awry. Good enough, though, to not go in the back of their net. Means they get to keep on going, but these backward passes to try and keep the possession, I like it sometimes, but, you know, one slip up, one back pass that doesn't go your way, and all of a sudden, Titus has scored.
Oh my God, what just what just happened there? Titus gets it over Sino, gets it over everybody on the side of Doug Trio and puts one on the board for his team. That's how you do it here in Rocket League, man. Just really great teamwork out of Fatty Cartel.
Really good teamwork. Maybe again here, Heck goes for that top left corner soft spot. Won't be able to find it. The good news, at least for Doug Trio, is they have some time. That shot was very early in the, game overall, so we'll see if they can use that time to their advantage to maybe bounce right on back. They still have 3.5 minutes left to go, and they are in this offensive zone, but the clears have been really good on the map, putting pressure right out of the front line. The pass is beautiful, and the score is there.
Sino has really been doing a great job this last, I'm gonna say 20 seconds of just continuously trying to set up his teammates. And there we go. Now things connect for IMAP and Sino. Tying things up. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in this second game. Again, the first game went in favor of Fatty Cartel. So if Fatty wins this one, they've won the series.
Series, but it was important to note that that game only separated by 1 goal, and it was pretty late in the game number 1. So we'll see if it can be Doug Trio to keep on building up that lead. Fatty Cartel, though, they are not kind of phased by that goal. They're still getting some good offensive touches every time they go down. Damn, getting up and active though with those demos, that might be the key, because we saw some great physicality toward the end of that game 1.
Yeah, all those demos really helped open up the scoring opportunities. Not all of them ended up being executed upon, but that's how you open up plays. That's a critical part of Rocket League. Now we see Matt trying to set up something, but it's Surreal getting in his way. Damn, clearing it. He's trying to come off of the wall. Gets the 50 with Titus. Heck, though, gonna reject it. Throw it right to mid. As IMAP's gonna throw to Damn. Damn's gonna redirect and put that right on target.
Yeah, this is absolutely huge, and another nice pass. IMAP finds the angle, the redirect slips right in the top right corner, and I believe for the first time series, actually, Doug Trio is going to be taking the lead in a huge game number 2 that they needed to win.
Yeah, this is the first time that we've seen Doug Trio take the lead, and what a statement that was, and I think Heck is really trying to answer that goal with his own mechanical goal here. Titus also trying to get involved in that play, but Damn, gonna throw it away, throw it into the corner. Surreal clears it, looks for a teammate to pass to. Actually, solo play, air dribble bump, but it's cut off. But I'm the map.
Off a little bit too early. Surreal trying to get active on the map, making another save. Really just so good on defense this entire series. Heck, though, almost with the play. The teammate tries to just push their way, running back right through the defensive line, but just can't find it just yet. So a little bit of a dry spell on goals, and that lead for Doug Trio is still standing with about 1:15 to go.
Yeah, I like what we're seeing, though, from both teams. It's Surreal. Puts one on target.
Oh, what a beautiful shot here, unassisted. Talk about mechanics. That shot is just absolutely beauty here, and it's one Fatty Cartel needed, because now, Rocket, we're all tied up.
I mean, hey, that's how we like to see things here. Keeps everybody on tip-top performance as IMAP. Get some energy going here for Doug Trio. Everybody looking a little awkward there in the corner. You never want to see all 3 of a team in a corner. It's usually where comms are a little bit misguided there, but IMAP gonna pass to Sino. Sino's not gonna get the touch that he wants. He's gonna go again, but it's Heck. Gotta get the clear, and maybe something happening here for Surreal. He just can't get the angle.
The angle, but maybe Heck can't find a Damn with the save and the redirect out and away. About a half of a minute left to go in this game number 2. Fatty Cartel have battled back to tie up this game, but we will see if they can continue on in. Titus was trying to battle off in the corner, leading the team right now with 5 shots, but has to be careful. Titus now looking for an open field. Sino will get it cleared out, but will get demoed. Maybe this Kimbush could do it off the backboard. There's nobody there to follow up.
Sam got that perfectly centered. His your number 2 position is supposed to be pushing that, and he had a great opportunity, just wasn't gonna push that, wasn't gonna capitalize on that. Surreal, though, looking to score one, but it's cleared away by IMAP as Heck comes swooping in. Little boost and a dream, and the ball drops, and we're into overtime.
OT golden goal scenario here in game number 2, and obviously Fatty Cartel, if they score this next goal, but I can't even say it, caster curse in effect, and on the map will force a game 3.
Another close game. Like, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Doug Trio really went all out in this one. We started to see them connect a lot more as teammates. Again, there were still a little bit more of communication issues in like some of the triple commits in corners. But you started to see a lot of the attack and fierceness that we wanted to see a little bit more of in game one from them.
Yeah, I mean, they showed us everything we wanted, and I think as well, for Doug Trio on the map, just had a crazy good game, right? We saw the two really amazing assists on the two teammates' goals, and then follows it up with their own goal, which is really good. You can tell this team passing really well, communicating really well, and now they've got momentum going into this game number 3, which is a decider. We only have one more game in the series to decide who moves on.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in momentum in only the slightest. I think momentum really only matters if there's been several games that have been won. But when it's best of three, and it's 1-1 like that, I think it really could go either way. I don't think either team needs to worry too much about, oh, so and so won last, blah blah blah. You know, both of these teams have some really great potential, and this could really go either way. But here we are in the last game in this best of three.
Here we go. Final game in the best of 3. Decide who moves on to the winners final. We'll see if one of these two teams can get off to that early lead. It has seemed like, Doug Trio been able to respond to those leads just enough, but in that game, one was just a little bit too short. Both games being decided by one goal, one mistake, and we'll see if it is that way again. Titus just completely pickpockets them and scores the ball.
Oh, Fatty Cartel opening it up with the goal off top. 20 seconds in. Heck with an amazing pass. Titus with the placement right above I'm the map. It's very hard to save those when the ball is literally behind you as it's coming in.
Yeah, really so tough, and you got to give it to the passing play. Titus almost getting a zinger out of midfield right off a kickoff, but Damn actually going to try and follow up with a shot there. Won't be able to find too much off of the backboard as the teammates get back to midfield. A nice little flip up, but Heck is trying to block out from the skies, and unfortunately there's nobody back in the net, and Titus will find it.
This is purely a communication issue. Sano comes in for the push. IMAP is third, and I mean, he maybe thought he was second. It just unfortunate timing there, and leads to another goal already for Fatty Cartel.
Yeah, this is tough, especially when both of those first two games have been decided by that lone goal. A 2-goal lead is not something we have seen yet in this series, but it is pretty early, I gotta say, Rocket. There's still 4 minutes left on the clock. That's a lot of Rocket League left to play.
Oh, for sure. I definitely will say that we've seen a lot of strong communication and strong team plays coming out from Fatty Cartel, but Doug Trio also showed us they had a lot of skills in the tool belt in that second game, so can't really count on anyone as Damn gets the double, looks to center it for a teammate, but Surreal is there, gets the read, gets the clear.
Good read, but good opportunity there from Damn, and maybe a better one here from Sino. Gets the double commit to the skies. Damn tries to follow it up as an awkward bouncing ball gets cleared towards that left wall, but that was a really good try, and I like that to start to pull those members to start to get a little bit creative on those shots. Surreal just wants to get a nice double touch off the backboard, but no teammates there again. So about a minute extra gone from those first 2 goals and almost 2 minutes gone in the overall game, and still no goals on the board for Doug Trio, but they are trying to make these creative plays.
Yeah, they're trying to make a lot of creative plays, but it's just rough right now. But both teams are doing really good jobs of shutting down each other's offensive plays. I mean, here we are looking yet again at a lot of shutdowns happening. Titus with a great clear. It's that read perfectly as IMAP now tries to get it over everybody on Fatty Cartel, and it is cleared away by Titus.
Good little shot, and unfortunately it looks like almost a goal there on the map, barely getting back in time. Communication errors definitely starting to show through, and it really does seem like they're a little bit disconnected on the offensive pushes as well. They've had a couple opportunities where if your teammate is there, it is a for sure goal, but you can see it. Surreal and Coach able to clear it down back and forth as a little bit of volleyball ensues.
Yeah, just Doug Trio need to slow it down a little bit. look for the teammates pass to each other, and that's a great pass, almost a great goal. It is cleared away, and Titus now looking to try to score one if he can center this quick, and it's cleared away behind the map.
That was such a free goal, but unfortunately another just barely missed. Surreal has to be a little bit careful up in the air. Heck does get a demo, so should slow down the offense for just a little bit of time. But on the map, definitely contesting at that 50 line, wants to keep the ball in their possession, but they are slowly running out of time. This 2-goal lead has stood for a while and maybe make it 3. Titus going up. All the players having to spend every single ounce of their boost to try and even get that save.
Oh my gosh, that was almost another goal there, and another one almost on target, but it's cleared away, and everybody just really coming collectively, and that own goal just, I never felt an own goal more in my life.
Yeah, kind of punches it in. I'm not going to lie, Tam. Trying to make the save, it's the best angle you got, but does end up putting the ball in. The ball's going in no matter what, unfortunately for you. Now a 3-goal lead. We talked about it, the 2-goal lead, but now add one to it. That mountain is massive that Doug Trio have to climb, and they only have a minute 15 to do so.
I mean, this is the part where I would tell my teammates, hey, we can come back, let's score a goal and get 2 kickoff goals.
Yeah. But you have
I mean, exactly. But that did not look like a good situation. All the aggression just keeps happening onto their net. Doug Trio, they have to find a way to come behind this. Like, you can't just keep leaving things open like this. How the aggressive positioning, if you look at the triangle formation, their triangles are not triangles, they're oblong shapes.
Yeah, definitely not what you want, but I also got to say a really good shot there from Titus to pass off to Heck, to pass right on back and find that play to the bottom right corner. And now it's kind of seeming like 4 goals. That is a tough task for any team to come back from. And, you know, this is game 3. There are no more in it. You have to push for everything you have. Maybe you can find some goals, but you're going to have to do it really quick.
Yeah, Sino looks patiently in this corner. No boost, looks for map, and the net's open again. As Dam tries to recover, it's going to be another one on target. Heck, leading the charge. Fatty Cartel now up 5-0.
Yeah, just trying to take those 50-50 plays. I mean, it's less than 50-50, obviously, but try to go for the contest up in the sky. Maybe would have had an opportunity at the goal, but that's just what you have to do. You have to play absolutely crazy out of your mind, push that forward line, and you know, sometimes those goals are just, it is what it is, right? You're already down 4, now down 5 with no real time left to go. So we will see if they can score another. Fatty Cartel maybe looking to add towards the scoreboard, but we'll see how good Doug Trio can defend. Right towards the right side, almost in.
Yeah, almost in. Holy moly. That's all we continue to see. Oh my goodness. As the ball pops up and time winds down, that's gonna be the game, and Fatty Cartel take this one away.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised. That is not how that game. That's not how I thought that game was gonna go. If I'm gonna be honest to you, I really thought that was gonna be another close one, maybe 1 goal in overtime. But after that first goal, they just didn't stop. They just kept scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring, and that's just so hard to play against.
Yeah, I mean, Doug Trio, I mean, they tried the first one, though. It was 1-2 in favor of Fatty Cartel. In the second game, we saw them do really well. They came out strong. They won that one 3-2. How did they just get blown out this last one, you know? And looking at how these matches, this last match played out, it really had to do with their aggressive positioning. They were so aggressive in the positioning, their teammates weren't even there for their passes. And their comms must have not been there because of the triple commits in some of the corners.
Yeah, that communication, like you said, is it's a big thing for me, right? When you see something, you got to go back, right? When you're too far forward, you have to say something that we can't have 3 people above that 50 line if we don't have possession of the ball. And it just seemed like Fatty Cartel on the other side was able to find those holes and able to pressure those at those exact points. But a really good series, I gotta say. Some excitement, and obviously for Doug Trio, they are not done yet. They will move on to the lower bracket where they will continue their fight in the Blizzard tournament. But speaking about continuing the fight, we'll have another matchup. It will be the winners final coming up, but we do have to take a short break. We got to get the lobby set up, so don't you guys go anywhere. We'll be right back.
times a day. These heads and all fuels won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about around when it's past due. Raise a glass to know you don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up and go to sleep. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up from our sleep. I'll be home soon. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal.
Hello and welcome back to the Frost Esports 3v3 tournament. I have with me Llama. We just finished casting the Doug Trio versus Fatty Cartel series, best of 3. Are there any highlights from that you want to speak to before we get into our next match?
Yeah, I mean, Fatty Cartel did a really good job of being resilient. I think we talked about a lot of close games, a lot of really good communication games. So I think it'll be exciting them going into this one. Obviously, this is winners final, so we extend the series a little bit over to a best of 5. So they'll have to be a little bit more consistent. Obviously, they did drop that game in the middle, and some of their games were a little bit close. So do have to be a little bit careful, especially against this Lotus 8 Esports team. Definitely a known name around these frosty parts. We'll see if they can perform, though, in this winners final.
Yeah, well, it looks like the players are ready and we're in the lobby. Looks like everyone is ready to go for this kickoff. So I'm excited to see. I haven't seen any of these players actually play other than, of course, Fatty Cartel that we just watched. So let's get right into this game.
Right, Sarge. We'll see how they can do. Obviously, their story, I know, maybe you don't know, but they were a kind of team that worked together, weren't under any organization, played for a while in these Frosty tournaments, and then, Lotus 8 kind of saw them and picked them up. So, a really amazing story. We'll see if they can, of course, as I'm talking about them, Surreal will find a goal in their open net.
Nice shot by Surreal, and the team plays coming out from Surreal and Titus, just crisp gameplay right there.
Absolutely crisp, able to find that first goal and able to build up a nice little lead. That's what they worked well off of, so good to see they are back to their scoring habits, but only 20 seconds in, still definitely lots of time for this Lotus 8 Esports squad to battle back. And speaking of battling, Sarge puts one up to the backboard. No teammates there, though, kind of just clearing it in, biding some time here as Trent will be able to pick up this ball on the wall.
As Titus comes swooping in, Surreal is there, throws it to the backboard. Heck, couldn't get the play there as well, but everybody trying to redirect towards the net, but it is cleared away, and the doubles coming out from Lotus looking a little sketchy, but maybe a goal could happen there.
I think Heck just scores this. Yep, nice little open net shot, and add the second, 2 open net goals now.
Yeah, look at how open and free this was. Everybody was so ready for a goal to happen for Lotus, and they just didn't pay attention. Again, this is a breakdown in comms. You need to communicate where you are. Your teammates need to know that there's somebody always back before they start pushing, but Heck throws it up high. Knight gets a touch off of the wall, off the ceiling. Sarge can't push it along, neither can Knight as it goes towards Trent. He's gonna look to clear it as he gets a 50 with Titus. Everybody just swirling around, trying to get that ball.
Everybody trying to get their hands on it. Heck, we'll get that ball stolen away for just a second. Titus! Oh, man! That one ringing wide. Surreal shot unsaved, but the fourth man, the post, able to get that one. So a good kind of save there to at least get not 3 goals in the back of their net to start off this game, but haven't really found their offense just yet. A demo there from Sarge might be able to give them some clues on this puzzle. Trent diving through the skies. Titus, though, just reading them perfectly.
Yeah, nice team plays coming out from Fatty Cartel, but kind of want to see a little bit more happening for Lotus 8. Show us a bit of what they're made of. As Trent and his teammate try to push that. Knight's left alone. He's going to yeet it. Makes a mistake, but Sarge is there, thankfully, to get a 50. No one can push that along. 2 misses, and Trent ends up missing as well. That could have been a goal for Fatty Cartel, but it is cleared away and headed towards their net.
Cleared away just in the nick of time here. Half this game left to go, and Titus is finding another. The pass from Heck rings in true, and Titus just finds a kind of pass to himself off the corner, and a nice little extra touch.
Yeah, that angle off of the corner, just crazy. He brought out his protractor for that one. I want to say that was like a like a 90-degree angle almost to put that in. As we see Titus going for an air dribble. I can't get another off the backboard. Surreal waits patiently on the wall, looking to get it to Heck as Trent gets that bump. And everything's still going back and forth here. No one can really get a breakaway as Sarge actually finds a moment to get the touch perfectly off of Knight's touch.
Exactly what Lotus 8 needed here, an injection of this goal right onto their scoreboard. A beautiful bar in from the side, from the post there. It is going to be their first goal of the game off of only their second shot, I will say, which is a little bit concerning. They haven't had the offensive opportunities that Fatty Cartel has. They've had 6. 2 is the only number of shots that Lotus 8 has had, so good they at least score off of one of those, but still only 2 minutes left to go. They are slowly running out of time, and they need to keep that offense going.
Yeah, you definitely need to up your shots if you want to get more goals. It's just how Rocket League works, but that ball centering, it's look a little bit confusing there. Surreal looks to get it centered. Trent gonna clear it to the wall. Can't get it to Sarge. He was waiting for that as Knight's waiting in front of the net. Can't score that either because it's cleared away by Titus. Sarge again on the attack. Everybody from Lotus 8 is really trying hard to keep the pressure onto the net of Fatty Cartel, but it just keeps getting cleared away.
Really wish Sarge would have been able to keep that in. They were starving them of boost for so long, and Knight was doing some good work to get those bumps out in the back line. Unfortunately, can't find a Sarge, though. Might have a nice opportunity. Heck, able to go post to post and able to clear just in the nick of time. But now we're down to a minute. Yes, you need to score those 2 goals, but you are running out of time if you are Lotus 8. You need to find this offense. You need to pressure him, and it needs to happen now.
Yeah, it has to happen now as he tries to get that touch. Sarge can't get it. Knight looks to put it on with that little touch. Trent comes in too, can't get it. Knight looking to get a double here. He does, and Sarge is there and gets the touch.
What a beautiful passing play, mid-air. Knight with the card control to get it to Sarge, and you can see Surreal already jumped, so Sarge has a nice, easy shot right to the back of the net. The deficit is now only 1. That's absolutely crazy. Lotus 8 on a tear, the momentum 100% on their side of the pitch, but can they find one more? Half a minute to do so, right on the goal line, looking for another.
If they're gonna do it, they need this, and it was so close. Sarge almost had it. Sarge trying to set it again. Knight going at it. Everybody putting something towards this offensive play and still couldn't get something to convert.
So close. 3 touches there, but no goals, and now we're down to 10. It's got to be now here. Off into the corner. Knight, yeah, going to try and lead the charge. The pass to Trent was so beautiful. Sarge has to keep it up. 0's on the clock. It is there right on the goal line. They can't find it. It'll bounce down, and Fatty Cartel will take game 1.
That was, what a great series. It started off a little bit slower and, of course, in favor of Fatty Cartel, but Lotus really came strong on that comeback. They originally were looking a little bit sloppy. They were looking like a little bit miscommunicated on some of the plays that they were going for. But then you started to see that cohesion really start to spark up and that, hey, we totally can get this. We can totally win. And then you started to see them go at all of that pressure that Fatty Cartel was putting on them back onto Fatty Cartel. Just wasn't enough and just didn't start fast enough to get them the win.
I gotta say though, also for Lotus Esports, that like final minute and a half was very scary if you were a Fatty Cartel member, because I talked about how the shot was 6-2 when they scored their first goal. Shot counter ended 10-6. They had 8 unanswered shots for Lotus 8 Esports. That is a lot of offense to deal with, and you could see they were pressuring in the exact places they wanted. They were passing, they were getting everything by, and if they hadn't let one of those early goals in, they would be tied right now and maybe sending off to overtime.
That's a great point. It could totally be a different story. I've always said this whenever it comes to teams starting to click. I don't know what it is about the first game, but teams seem to get a slow start. And instead, they should start to look for ways to get that heat, get that spark going immediately so that they can start to win out. As we get here into our next game, let's see how this kickoff goes. It goes in favor of Fatty Cartel. Surreal goes up with it, and now it's in the hands of Trent as Titus gets that little touch, looking to turn, but Knight throws it into the corner, and now we have Fatty Cartel leading this ball.
And then just a little bit, so important here that Lotus 8, they continue that momentum. They don't let an early goal like that one. Surreal forcing a lot of commits on the back line, but still can't find the goal. So good stuff here. We also got to remember is a best of 5, so Lotus 8 a lot of chances to come back and could equalize the series right after this game, but we'll see what their offense can decide to do. Right on the goal line, Knight actually gets a pretty close shot.
Oh my God, just sitting there watching that happen, it's awareness, and awareness is strong on the side of Fatty Cartel to just be ready for that shot that came and getting the clear, beautiful, beautiful plays. So we now see Surreal looking to put one on, but it is going to be Trent saving the day for his team.
Surreal looking for the 1v1 play. This one goes bar down, and Surreal will bang it right out of the park to score the first goal.
Heck, throws that up high to the ceiling. Just kind of crazy to think that Surreal is going to get that read, but again, it has to do with communications and being there for your teammates. I'd be curious to know how long Fatty Cartel played together, because their synergy it's a beautiful thing to see. As Surreal almost gets one on target, we are now seeing them back with the ball as Sarge tries to put one on target as well. Everybody just tries to throw one on target here.
So close on a couple of these shots that were being put on target. I also got to say, Sarge, that goal defense is so tough to play, because Only one man can't defend the bar, can't defend the ground, both of them at the same time. Trent gonna fire up another shot though as time is ticking down. The lead is not what it was at the last time in that game number 1. So for Lotus 8, they still definitely have that chance to walk this right back in to score a couple for themselves. And they're definitely doing a good job to keep this in the offensive zone. Almost the double touch read there.
Yeah, it can be very hard though when you look at it. When you look at Fatty Cartel's defense, it's literally like a brick wall, and their rotations are literally so strong and so fast, and it's literally a triangle like it's supposed to be, right? Optimally, it's supposed to be a triangle rotation, and they just do that so well that it makes it really hard as an offensive person coming in to try to score on their nets. As Titus, though, maybe looks to put one on target. Knight's going to get the clear, and now Trent's with it.
Trent back up to the air as we up over that halfway marker. Titus has found an open net and just slides it right on easy in.
And see, this is something we continue to not see come out from Fatty Cartel. This is something we continue to see other teams have some problems with, leaving nets open, aggressive positioning, aggressive challenges. Just make sure you communicate where your teammates are. And if you're last, just don't go for a challenge. Wait for it. Wait, let the ball come to you. Get a 50. Let your teammates cut off the play as they come back closer. They need to play a little bit smarter if they want to come back in this series.
Gotta play a little bit smarter, gotta have that better positioning, and got to figure it out because only 2 more minutes left in this game. Once again, at a shot deficit here for Lotus 8 Esports, down to not as much as they were down last time, but we'll see if they can turn and burn just like they did in game number 1. Titus trying to keep it alive up in the corner, maybe looking for a pass to the teammate, but just won't be able to find it. Good stuff there, and Trent, a nice little clear down the field.
Oh my goodness, heck with the demo tonight. Tries to slow down any offensive chance that we could have seen happen by Lotus. As we see everybody in the corner with Fatty Cartel. Heck throws it to the corner. Surreal. Titus already recovering, waiting very patiently. I mean, there's no need for them to be strongly offensive or push unnecessarily when they're up by 2 in this one. And they only have 1 minute and 12 left.
They got that 2-goal lead. They can sit back, they can relax, and they can play some good defense, but that is the key. You got to play good defense, and for Lotus 8, you got to play really good offense. Knight trades a demo there with Heck 2v2 for just a little bit until they respawn. Picking up that large chunk of boost on the side wall. Heck getting active on the defense and looking to block this shot, but it just goes right to the backboard. Naya tries to get it, but Heck is there, standing tall and strong in the goal.
That was the first real almost goal that we could have seen happen for them. And as I say that, Fatty Cartel almost getting another one on target. So Lotus, you got 30 seconds. You know, at this point, forget rotations. I say just go all for it.
Got to do something down 2. Got to figure it out. That shot is exactly what they needed. Sarge to Trent for their first goal.
Sarge throws it into the corner, gets it to the wall. Trent gets the right angle. And he got really lucky. Titus normally wouldn't have missed that kind of save.
Not only won it, but did this time, and now they've got a 1-goal deficit. They are facing down Lotus 8. They are still not out of the doghouse, though. 15 seconds left to go in this game number 2. And for Fatty Cartel, they win this. Ooh. This could put them on series point. Naya, a really good slider attempt there, but Heck is just trying to drain down the time now. It's going to be down to zeros. They're going to have to drive it all the way back around, and this one floats down to nothingness, and it'll hit the ground. Fatty Cartel to series point.
Fatty Cartel did amazing during this game. As like I said, I've been watching them. I've been watching their decision-making skills. We've seen pressure on both sides, kind of similar this series. Lotus did a great job of pushing up the amount of shot attempts in this game compared to how we saw them in the previous game. So it's they're really trying hard to come back, and they're really trying hard to win. But again, Fatty Cartel is just a brick house. It's hard to shut them down.
It really is, and they're working so well all around. We talk about it, and they're playing a little bit adaptive too. That they're getting this lead early. They're pressing the offense, and then it's like you said, they can just okay, we'll back up, we'll play defense. You got to come to us, and you got to score on us when we know we're gonna have good position because we don't have to make those aggressive plays. So it is a little bit unfortunate. Lotus 8 Esports, they've scored some late goals, but haven't been able to come back and tie it up just yet. But they got one more chance, Rocket. This is a must-win game 3 for them.
I think Lotus can do it. We've definitely seen some of it in the last maybe 30 seconds of this game. They definitely have the tools. They just need to sharpen it up a little bit and just make sure you communicate before you go for things and start calling things ahead. Be far up in the field for a pass. That's something else we continue to not see. There's no one in the foreground for a pass. And then if somebody sets up a passing play, there's nobody there to close it out.
Well, they will have to figure out all those issues here, and they got to do it really quick. Like we said, going into game number 3, Fatty Cartel on series point, ready to close it out. Below to say that hasn't stopped him before. And Naya, really awkward bounce, a ping pong between a lot of players, but doesn't find its way in.
That should have been a goal by all, like all meaning, but everybody's getting so many saves already off top. As Sarge comes in, Knight's looking to complete this play. Heck says no as Trent goes for it. It is cleared away by Heck.
Say Heck has been having a really good series, been able to play that defensive man and stand tall even in the 1v1s, those shots being perfectly blocked. We'll see what they can do back on defense once again as Sarge Trent try to lead it off in the air, and it's going to be also Knight trying to just contest it at that 50-50 line and keep this ball in the offensive zone. But again, Fatty Cartel's defense able to hold and just no boost on the offensive players. You can't really do anything here. Titus a good save though.
Yeah, you know, at this rank, though, it's not uncommon to see players push with no boost and a dream. As we see Trent and a player from Fatty Cartel go for a 50 there. It's not really, you know, if it's really a thing of boost, something that Karma, you know, has coached me on is take a moment and go get boost before you get back into the play. Because it makes a huge amount of difference if your team or your individual players on your team aren't quite sharp enough to play with no boost, using recovery methods, you know, like wave dashes and such, then they just need to find a way to go out and get boost before they come into the play.
And it's so huge because you talk about the difference of going into a play with 0 boost where you're committed to that play. You're not getting back to your goal, whereas maybe you have 70 boost and you can make it back in time for the save. So if a play doesn't look too great, you still have that ability to recover. I absolutely love that. But right now, no goals on the board here, which is kind of interesting, kind of seeing how Fatty Cartel has dominated the early game in the past 2 games.
Yeah, all we're seeing though is Lotus has sped up their challenges, sped up their pressure, and now we're starting to see Fatty Cartel do the same thing. So both teams are now kind of playing similar play styles. Nobody really paying patiently. Everybody's just trying to bang it high, lob it somewhere, and so possession keeps going back and forth. But one thing that we know Fatty Cartel is good about, they're good about passing plays, and there it is.
That is a really good shot there. Heck, the mid-air pass to Surreal, and Trent just can't get up tall enough to block that one. So took him a little bit of time, over half the game to do so. But once again, Fatty Cartel hold this lead.
I mean, this is exactly what we expected of them. They've been doing incredible team plays. As I say that, a bump comes. And Sarge and Knight able to put one on target. Very needed for Lotus in this one.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Nice little handoff there, kind of faking as well to see whichever way it's going. So really big response goal to not let that lead pile up and to get it right back to this standoff. The 1-1 with 2 minutes to go. Almost a dangerous drop down there. Have to be so careful off of those backboard plays.
You do have to be careful in these games. I mean, this is the last one. This is match point. Fatty Cartel will take this if they win. So we want to see Lotus have an opportunity here. So just keep doing what y'all are doing. That Again, that bump passing play that they had just there, if they can just replicate that a few more times, it could be an amazing win for them in this one. But now we see Heck in the corner getting a pass to Surreal. We've seen this before, but it is just not perfectly placed, and bump gonna be the reason that's not scoring.
And this actually goes the other way. Nightya going to be able to find the goal, take the lead here for Lotus 8. They're just trapped back in, went full on the play, and Nightya unassisted finds a touch off the upside down card to score that one. Wow.
Upper 90s are always a beautiful thing to see, Llama, especially here in a best of 3. In the third game here, as we see Trent though clearing it away in the corner. Sarge is there for it, but Heck's gonna get a 50. Knight gets the read. Surreal looking to get it. Sarge is already there though in the pre-jump. Sarge and everybody in the corner now. We're seeing where this can go. Sarge just needs to drop it low, and it's Titus clearing it away. No one putting anything on target just yet.
Good clear away. Was a double commit, though. Could have been a follow-up play. But now this play is so dangerous because Surreal will see the angle, slam this one in, and equalize the game.
You gotta feel for Knight. I know what he was doing. He thought he had a little bit more time. He said, you know what? I'm probably low on boost, so I'm going to wait for it to drop a little bit more. Maybe use a double jump there, get a little bit of a pop, maybe get the save, but it's just too late. And what a great goal. Now everything's tied up. 46 seconds left in this game 3.
A little roller off the backboard, good team play, and all tied up once again. What these teams seeming to love here as we approach the final 30 seconds. Definitely, you can smell the tension. You can taste it in the air between these two teams as both of them looking for that goal to solidify this game. As a reminder, Fatty Cartel, they win this third game. The series is all but over, and Lotus 8 would drop down. Trent, though, trying to keep their hopes alive with a nice Lotus shot there. Have to be so careful. Ooh. Trent, the last man, barely gets that save.
That was a beautiful team play if I ever saw one. I mean, the connect. Every single player added to that in any kind of way. But now Titus and Heck looking for that last minute goal attempt as the clock winds down. It is 0. Everyone keeping it up. Can we see a goal, though, happen here?
Bumps it up. Nightya keeping it through. They want to see if they can get that opportunity. Surreal doesn't want to let them get that opportunity. And there we go. Overtime golden goal here, as we will get one goal to decide the fate of these two teams.
Yeah, just remember, like, as we see Sarge, that looks like we're going to be going into another game.
Overtime's been a little bit anticlimactic here in the Frost stream today, but Sarge has found a beautiful goal with the assist from Nightya, and that is going to be, like you said, forcing a game number 4, forcing us to keep playing some more games between these two top caliber teams, and a good battle back, you gotta say, for Lotus 8 to shut down Fatty Cartel just a little bit.
Yes, I mean, they did a great job. When we look at the shots and the pressure, it was about even, but what really separated Lotus is that overtime goal meant everything. And it looked like they also paid a little bit more attention to some of their mistakes that they had made in some of the previous games and corrected some of that in this one. So just hoping to see maybe, more of what we saw in this last game carry over into game 4 for Lotus.
Yeah, I want to see that too. I want to see these passing plays. I want to see them be able to find these creative plays, because that's what it seemed like to me. For the first couple of games, it kind of seemed like, okay, we throw a shot in here, there, but now it seems like, okay, we're finding these passing plays, we're communicating together to find those goals. And another close game, which does concern me a little bit, but they got to keep battling. They still have a couple more games to win the series.
Yes, they do. As we go right into it, let's see here, we have already with the ball, Trent. Heck's gonna cut off the play off the wall. He gets a double. Knight's gonna clear it away, but it goes to Titus. Looks to get it to Heck. It just looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there. Usually they would have gotten that kind of passing play to happen. As we see Trent in the corner, looks to get it over Heck, and he does. He has little to no boost as he gets that pad, but no one there to really complete the play. Everybody charging in though, and that's what we want to see from Lotus.
Yeah. This is exactly what we want to see, and they're keeping the play alive. They're getting back to that starve-out offense. Trent, the fadeaway touch to score the goal. What am I watching?
This is unreal right now. Jeez Louise, the placement right behind Surreal. Surreal just looked really discombobulated there. Not what we've seen from the typical Fatty, the Fatty Cartel, like typical defense, but sure it's not something that they're gonna let just slide by unanswered as we see Surreal pushing that hard into the corner. Sarge gonna get the read, gonna get the clear. Heck goes up to the ceiling with it, looks to get another. Titus is there, can't get the touch. Knight's gonna get the save.
It's the save, but Heck is gonna make sure you can't save it. The follow-up is just so beautiful to find that goal.
Heck places that perfectly right above Knight. Just, oh, amazing placement. As we see this, everything's all tied up now. Surreal, Knight get a 50, it goes to the wall. Trent's pushing this in the corner. He misses the boost, gets it back, and Heck now on the wall. Looks to get it centered, can't. As Sarge and Titus get a 50, Surreal, Titus get a 50. Knight's with it, just everybody trying really hard to make sure they keep their composure and just don't let this one slip away.
Let it slip away. You got kind of 3 minutes 30 to hold that composure while both teams have had some good offensive series. Trent is just going to beat the man in the air, and that is a free and open net here for the second goal for Lotus 8.
It's just looking like a huge breakdown in Fatty Cartel. Their previous stronghold defense is just non-existent right now. I'm a little concerned. It's almost like they've either just wanted to give this one up, or their communications are gone, or I don't know what's going on, but this is not typical for them.
It's definitely tough. They look like they're playing a little bit tilted. That could be, I mean, Trent's first shot, that one is definitely tilting to the whole team, and then Trent to follow it up to be 1 goal away from that hat trick is something that can definitely make any team go crazy, but still only a 1 goal deficit. If they're able to find those plays, just maybe some shots on this drive, but that volley doesn't find the back of the net. Maybe this one, the pass of midfield, Trent denies.
As we see Sarge and Surreal getting a 50, the ball goes to Titus. Titus is looking for his team. His team's a little bit too far back, so he's gonna maybe do a solo, maybe center here. Trent keeps it pushing along. Surreal again on the attack with Heck as he passes it to Surreal, and Titus is underneath. Can't get the angle.
So close. The slider shot was there. Surreal, though, will make sure this one goes in. Heck, a beautiful pass. What a beautiful setup off the corner. Surreal just drives straight into this one, put some momentum into it.
Wow, I was not expecting that one to go in. That should have been a clear. Whenever you look at defense, you should have somebody on backboard, and you should have somebody far post. At least your backboard person should be going for a challenge on that. Instead, everybody just seems to keep waiting for things to happen on Lotus Esports, but Trent's gonna pass that hard. He tries to get it to Sarge. Heck and Knight get a 50 into the corner as Surreal and Titus just look to get it underneath, maybe past Trent. Sarge comes in, looks to pass it to Knight. Knight looking to get a double, and he does, but it's not on target.
That shot was so close. That would have been absolutely unstoppable and clippable, to say the least, but not able to go in, so all in the pass. So we'll see if they can follow it up, but it is also important for the rest of the team to get some shots, because before that one from Knight, it was only Trent with the lone 3 shots. They have to pass that ball around. They have to get everybody up and active, and with a minute 30, Titus flies out of the sky to find the sharpshooter shot to take the lead.
Yeah, literally Titus was on the far right side of this whole play, literally watching everybody, and just comes rushing in with all of his boost and puts it far left away where no one can get that. I mean, anytime an opponent puts the ball behind you, it's going to be incredibly hard to save it.
It's a ball you can't get to here, but talk about things right now. It is Fatty Cartel with that 1 goal lead, holding on, trying book their ticket to the grand finals and not have to go to a game 5. Titus Sends one here. Trent has to use about half that boost tank to try and block out that ball. Will get demoed. That is the cost of your save there. It's just about 60 seconds left to go. The lone 1-goal lead, like we talked about, is still hanging over Lotus 8's heads.
Yeah, Trent and Titus get that 50, but Heck gets it. Gets a double. Looks to get it to Surreal. Surreal gets it, drops down. Titus is a little bit too far back. He waits patiently. He can get a double. No, Heck comes in and scores it. And oh my god, what a total turn of events here in game 4.
Yeah, friendly fire takes 2 of Lotus 8's members out of the picture, and then so hard to play 2v1, and it's the 4th goal. It's a 2-goal lead. Fatty Cartel looking very strong, and maybe even off kickoff looking good. It has got to be 2 very quick goals if you are a Lotus 8 fan to keep them alive in this upper bracket and in this series, but you've only got 30 seconds to do it.
Yeah, 30 seconds is just not that long, but they can do it, especially at these levels here. But that bump with Sarge not gonna be anything helpful as Titus puts another one on target.
Yeah, hear the ka-chunk. That's another nail in the coffin here as Titus flies in to get that nice shot towards the right post. Beautiful to add the 5th goal, and now this game seems very unreachable, unfortunately, for Lotus 8. Started really good. We're battling the entire time, but the time is just so little. It doesn't seem anywhere enough time to allow them to make those 3 goals.
Yeah, and Heck says GG's. They don't have much time left there, but you know, 4 seconds? Maybe something crazy? No. Looks like that's going to be that one as we watch Fatty Cartel take that series. In the first game, they won by only 1 goal. Second one only by 1 goal. Third one only by 1 goal. And this last one really was a whole shootout situation, a difference of 3 goals. So just they really broke apart in this last one and took the win.
Yeah, and it was looking close. I'm not going to lie, Lotus 8, they were, at the start of that game, it looked like they were going to win it. Like, Trent was on fire, had scored this amazing goal to start it, had then found the open net, but then it just kind of collapsed, that defense unable to battle back. I do got to say, though, it's not done for them, right? They do lose the match, overall 3-1, but that doesn't mean they're out. They will bounce down to that lower bracket final, where they will be awaiting the winners of Skill Issue and 2 Mexicans, and that will be an awesome matchup. And they're still in it, right? So they get a second chance.
Yeah, always getting a second chance is always going to be a good thing compared to not, right? So that's a good thing about winners and dropping down to losers is you still have another chance. It's just now you got to fight for your life for it.
Yeah, and fight you probably will, because if Skill Issue does win that match, they're a team that, you know, has been talked a lot about in Frost. They've been, you know, doing a lot of winning recently, so it will be a definitely a touch matchup. But for Fatty Cartel, they booked their ticket, right? They're already in the grand finals. They already get that game advantage, and you got to be feeling really good after the end of that game, because at the start it looked rough. Like we said, Lotus 8 looked really strong, but just were able to pull it out.
Yep. And as we sit here and get everything ready for the next series, just hang around and we'll be right back.
Those medical pills are pushing me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These heads and no fuels won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about around when it's past due. Raise a glass to know you don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. I'm going under. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up and go to sleep. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up from our sleep. I'll be home soon. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. Who do you rely on now? I know the worst. I know the worst. Who can you call on now? I know the worst. I know the worst. The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. I have come, it's cold and losing my control. The light is gone, the night has come, it's crazy by. Darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like, wish that you could save me from my I start these conversations.
Hello and welcome back to the Frost Esports $100 weekly tournament. This is the Blizzard 103 3v3 tournament. Right now we are in the losers final. We are going to be watching Lotus 8 Esports go against Skill Issue. We just watched Lotus lose to an incredible team. Do you want to talk more about that, Llama, while we wait for everybody to be ready?
Yeah, we just saw Lotus 8 lose to Fatty Cartel 3-1, so a little bit closer of a series. They had some back and forth games. Obviously, Fatty Cartel will be awaiting the winner of this best of 3 matchup, but this is kind of where we talk about. Now we're down the lower bracket. There's no more second chances, no more safety net for yourself. So if you lose this game, Rocket, you're done. You're out of the tournament.
I feel like I'm pressured now, like I'm playing. I wish I was playing, although I could never keep up with the caliber of the players that we've seen throughout any of these Frost Esports teams. I mean, you look at everyone who shows up, they're at least rank B, rank A players in 6-mans and up. We've seen team deleted XD before. We've seen some semi-pros on the field like Impo, but this go round right now, we are looking to see more of a, what I believe is rank A minus, maybe rank B plus, happening on the field between Skill Issue and Lotus. I have not seen Skill Issue play before, so I'm really interested to see them play. I've heard their name a lot. They have like a 5-man roster or something like that, so you never know what you're gonna get on the pitch. And then of course we have Lotus, who we just watched lose and almost, you know, all of those games are close against Fatty Cartel, but I'm curious to see how these games are going to go.
I think it's exciting too. I also think there's that kind of change of mentality, right? There's one team that is coming off a loss. There's one team that's coming off a win. And for Lotus 8, you have been, sitting for a little bit after playing for 2.5 hours straight of Rocket League. That a little bit of time can kind of screw some teams up. But sometimes it's the breath that some teams need, right? Maybe you just needed, okay, let's take a break. Let's talk about how things went, and let's get ready to go into this next series, because the other team is going to be ready. They're going to be coming off a win with no break, and it's going to be exciting to see how that kind of like mental plays out between these two teams.
I think that's important to note. When you look at how Fatty Cartel and Lotus played against each other, Lotus had so many moments where they could have really shined a little bit brighter, but this break, this little bit of a pause before they had to face Skill Issue, might be enough time for them to either talk to their coach or just discuss among themselves about how those games went and how they can make sure that those same things don't unfold in this series here in the losers final, because you just don't want the same mistakes to happen again and again. You want to turn it around, especially getting a second chance in a tournament.
Second chance, got to use that safety net to everything you can. And this Lotus 8 team, again, we've talked about them time and time again. Their resilience, their story is just absolutely amazing. Just 3 guys playing Rocket League, moving up the 6-man ladder together, and get picked up by Lotus 8 after so many weeks together and continuing their dominance. So we'll see if they can use that safety net to their advantage, because like we said, they do have a couple things to shore up. It looks like they are finally loading on in here, so should have a good game. But we are in a best of 3. That is important to note, Rocket.
Yeah, best of 3 is going to be amazing to watch. But real quick, let's take a moment and talk about our sponsor, one of our sponsors, Hydrate Flask. If you guys haven't had an opportunity to check them out, go check out Hydrate Flask. They make really nice water bottles. They make a lot of other items as well. Hydro Flask, sorry. They make a lot of amazing products, and there should be a link for you in chat incoming. But other than that, it looks like we might have the players almost ready to go here in the lobby. How do you think this one might go?
I really can't tell. I've known both these teams a long time. They both got 2 really, really good rosters, so I really don't know. I think it's going game 3. I think it's going to be a banger, but the players have to prove it to me on what they can do on any given Monday. Of course, obviously, if you want to participate, we run these every single Monday. Make sure to join the Discord. But we are getting ready to go here. The first game of the lower bracket finals.
Yeah, and as we head out, Kamal almost getting one on target. Kara gonna play cleanup crew here And what a great start 5 seconds into this first game.
This is absolutely huge. Kara just able to track the rotations, able to pick the pockets, and able to find the easy goal. 5 seconds in here, the lead is already going to be on Skill Issue's side. Obviously, still a lot of time with that really early goal. Cabaldo looking at a second. The double touch off the backboard is nuts.
Oh my God, skill issue coming out strong here in this first game. Ready, another touch. This is looking like a difference in rank. I mean, the speed, the agility, the knowledge, the pre-reads, the pre-jumps. Skill Issue looked to have no issues in the skill space.
No issues on anyway, and doubling up on the lead is something to be very proud of. Trent, though, with the assist on the physical play from the teammate is going to give them a little bit of interest into the zone. Nice little shot there. Double commit will be enough to save the ball away, but this is some good offense. We need them to really step up to the plate here and showcase what they can do.
As Trent comes charging in, he gets the 50 win over Trent, but none of his team is there to complete the play. Look again at how their placement is. You gotta be close when you need to be close, and you need to be far when you need to be far, if that makes sense. You have your first man and second man a little bit too far back sometimes, but now we have Knight come swooping in, but Jessel gonna clear that off the corner. It gets centered. That's a little bit dangerous, but no worries there. It's cleared away.
Very close, does get cleared away just in the nick of time. Tied on shots overall, 3-3 as that one does dip very, very close towards the net. Sarge is going to get another little touch on in, but Knight can't find the follow-up, just a little bit too high up in the air. So showing some good offense, but can't find the goal just yet as the rotations have to be clean. Bouncing back and forth as no one really able to get control over this last minute.
Yeah, the ball's just kind of going all over the place. Jessel maybe looking to lead a charge, can't get the double. Trent throws it high up to the backboard, but it's going to be controlled by Kamal. Kamal's going to look for his teammates, and what patience he is showing. Literally waited for both of those, and now the net is kind of open, and Kara going to put that on target.
Oh, Kara. That was beautiful. The first player whiffs. It means it's an easy follow-up pinch right against the post. Technically an own goal, but it's the third goal here from Skill Issue. 2 for Kara, 1 for Kamal. They're absolutely running away with this game.
Yeah, they are at 2 minutes, 57 seconds. It is a lot of time, so if you're anybody on the side of Lotus 8, you just need to slow down, and again, just make sure when you are touching, any of your passes go to your teammates and not just to an empty space.
Yeah, that one, unfortunately, going right to the post and crossbar combo right where it meets in the corner, but another goal denied, and we'll continue halfway through this game. Some goals need to be in order. Trent so close, but J-Cell stopping it, pinching it against the other player's car just in the nick of time there. Naya passing cross court to Trent to follow up on the plays. Nice little 50-50 win out on the wall, but they just can't seem to grasp any sort of control in this offensive zone.
Cannot, as Camaldo creates a breakaway play. Jessel waiting patiently in the corner, pops it high, gets it over Trent. The Sarge comes swooping in. Knight gonna put this one on target, but it's a little bit wide. And Knight able to complete that one.
This is a great follow-up. That Sarge sets up the play perfectly, puts it into the sky, and Naya, realizing they are out of position, uses the rest of that boost to knock home that shot, to knock down the lead to 2. There's still a lot of work to do, but that is some really good to start off this kind of lead disruption as they can try and get back into this game. Up into the air, Naya trying to continue it with some offense, misses the clearing opportunity, and Trent has to be very careful here.
As we wait, we see Trent, though, gets it to Sarge. Sarge gets it to the back wall. Kara gonna get the clear, gotta get the push out, get the 50 win as well. But Trent just waits patiently for it as he comes off of the wall, recovers really nicely, actually, but just all over the place right now. But Trent and Jessel are alone, and that could be maybe something that converts into a goal as Sarge looks to get a double. It is read perfectly by Kamal.
That was so dangerous. Such a good spot to be in. Nightya, another good shot, making J-Cell pop up into the air to make that save. Gotta be careful a little bit. Get back on those rotations as Trent missing another aerial clear here. I've missed a couple of those if you are a player on Lotus 8 this game. 1 minute left to go. Still that 2-goal deficit. Not looking so good. Come all those passes gonna get read out from Knight.
Yeah, now Nightya gets a double with Kara. Jessel's gonna get that read as well, and now Jessel has an open net opportunity possibly, but the double commit by Nightya and Sarge gonna get it clear away. As Kara goes again on the attack, it is cut off again by Lotus Esports.
Off here, 30 seconds left to go. That time slowly dipping down to 0, slowly running out of time for game number 1, and it really does look like Skill Issue came into this matchup heated and ready to go. Sarge looking for the passing play. Nightya, the disruption is enough from Kamal. The follow-up isn't there. Kara clears it out to the corner. 10 to go here. Just no real time left on the board. Trent looks for the angle. They're trying their best, but it just is not enough here in the late waning seconds. Kara bouncing off the backboard, bouncing around, and Sarge was sent to the ground, but Skill Issue will be the ones to take game 1.
Skill Issue did an amazing job in this first game. They really came out strong. Their touches were really consistent, and when you look at in terms of like strong players or strongest players, Skill Issue having Kamal being a CRL Worlds contender is huge for them, and he got the majority of their saves. 4 saves coming from Kamal alone in this last game, so really did a huge effort considering like the amount of shots on net were or shots near net were 11 by Lotus 8 Esports.
It was a lot. They had a lot of offensive potency, but at the end of the day, you can have as many shots as you want. If they're not going to the back of the net, then that doesn't mean anything. And we're talking about a best of 3. We're talking about a good showing at the late half again as they start to build back up their momentum, but it is a must win now. We've said this a couple of times before for Lotus 8, but there are no more second chances. This is the last matchup in the lower bracket, so you have to win this next game, force a game 3, or you're going to be going home third.
Nobody wants to go home third. Right, I want to get that $70 first place prize pool, if you know what I mean. That's just me. But when you look at what we see again on both teams, we've definitely seen some amazing things from Lotus 8. We know they can perform well. We just need to see a little bit more of stepping up on the offensive connections, not just pressure, but their touches need to really connect, and their touches need to be accurate.
Gotta be accurate, got to be on point, but we'll see if they can do it here going into game number 2. Some early offense right off of kickoff. Gonna be good. Nightya looking for the follow-up. The soft touch. J-Cell gets up near the crossbar, but the follow-up play from Trent doesn't want to give up on it just yet. Knight, the pass to Sarge is there. So many shot opportunities, but the defense is a brick wall.
Yeah, their defense is kind of crazy right now. Skill Issue, though, looked a little bit like they might have been scored on, but everybody able to recover perfectly as that 50 with J-Cell. Nightya gonna go to the wall. Trent gets the read, tries to get it to Nightya, and that double commit, not anything perfect as Sarge loses that 50 with J-Cell. Maybe something can be set up here. And nothing really, as everything keeps getting cleared away by both sides.
Cleared away. Both teams just trying to calm this ball down here, especially for Lotus 8 here. They have been on the offense. Skill Issue trying to regain some of that defense. Kara, though, is breaking axles all around the field. Can't get the final touch in, but does get credited with the shot. A double demo from J-Cell, but it's beautiful. Sarge steps up perfectly into that ball to make sure it's cleared away.
A 50 win, gonna drop a little bit precariously, but Sarge able to get the read and gets a 50 with J-Cell. Ball goes to the wall. Kamal just pre-jumps and pre-reads everything. That is just like his go-to answer for things. But he comes out of it, doesn't end up converting as Nightya gets a flip reset. Ooh. Not able to use it in a manner that really helps out there, but now we have Skill Issue on the attack.
The attack, very short-lived though, as Lotus a demo to try and enter into that zone. Kamal can't get to that ball quick enough. Carr, though, has been doing a good job on those mechanical aerial plays to start to get it past members, but Sarge Mechanics this time lays it across the backboard. Kamal sends it wide, but Trent wants to keep up on the play. They don't want to give up this pressure, but it has to be. J-Cell, this team, they're clearing it so easily. A shot goes wide as well. Still 0-0. We're almost halfway through this game.
Yeah, as Trent, though, looks to maybe start something here for his team. Looks like it's past Kamal and Jessel, but no one able to push that along. Naya thinks that maybe he could do it, but it just ends up going past him. Sarge is left alone as last year. Tries to get a 50 with Kara, does, but it doesn't win in his favor as Naya too goes on the attack, but Trent alone just, I can't stop seeing the ball go back and forth like ping pong.
Back and forth, both teams trying to look for that shot! There it is! Kara from the skies will find the first.
I swear, every time I say that there's not going to be a goal, there is a goal that happens. And Kara just waited patiently in the weeds for that one. He saw his opportunity and he just executed perfectly the placement, just everything his team needed for that play to happen. And now skill issue lead by 1 in the second game.
Oh, as soon as we say that, cut down, of course, Sarge to Trent here. It's a weird double commit with their third player not in front of the, or not behind that 50 line. So nice, easy open goal. Trent will find it, and we're right back to equal. Neither team's with the lead. Neither one of them out ahead. Obviously, of course, there still is that game advantage inside of skill issues back pocket, but that's really good for Lotus 8 to keep up that offense. And after a pretty dry first half where we're seeing 2 back-to-back goals, maybe another one here, but Kara gets tall enough to block it.
Yeah, it looks like skill issues slowing down their plays a little bit more. They're waiting for the ball to come to them instead of doing the rushing plays that we've seen. Oh, but I said that and they almost, I said that and Lotus almost scored. But, you know, that's the difference between the two teams right now that you can clearly see. Is one's playing slower and one's just trying to speed away.
Uh-oh. Okay. Hit the post. Very close. Was a dangerous roller there. Good offense, though. Continuance here from Lotus 8. Just looking for those double passing play opportunity. The shot off the crossbar is so close to being accurate. Trent, though, doesn't want to give up on the play. This is Lotus 8. This is their offense we are seeing in full force. They have to back up for just a little bit, but 1 minute remaining. We are still tied.
Yeah, as Naya gets the flip reset, but not able to use it to help the ball go any further. Trent looks to get a 50, but he can't, and that might be a shot that goes in. But Naya comes in at the perfect time, gets the clear, but it goes right again towards skill issue. And now Kara puts one on, but Trent gonna be able to slow down the momentum there. Jessel also wants a shot on net. It's hard to tell who might put one in right now.
Very tough. Kara, though. Bounce off shot. Kamal to Kara, it is in and the lead is there. So tough to defend, such an awkward pinch, and Kara was waiting for it perfectly in the front of the net. 1 goal lead, 24 seconds. Lotus 8, they need a goal here or they are done.
Yeah, I mean, just again, this has to do with patience.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you almost got that 50 win, but Kara also gets a 50 with Sarge. Trent gets a 50 win with Kamal, which means Naya might have a shot, but his touch puts it backward, not where you want it to be. Trent really needs to get a huge banger on this, or Naya, anybody get it up and put it towards the other side, towards skill issue, as everybody tries to keep this ball up.
We're on zeros. It's a must-score scenario. Kamal is gonna kill it right to the ground. Skill issue. They sweep the series in 2-0 fashion, and they're gonna be locking the other ticket in that grand finals.
I mean, I can't blame them. I'm one of those sore loser type of people. If I'm winning, I am not keeping the ball up. I will tell you, trying to keep up with some of these Rocket League rules can do you dirty sometimes, especially if you're the one winning the game, if you're the one winning possibly the series. If you stick to rule ones, if you stick to keeping the ball up, you can have some really scary things happen in the game. So again, I cannot blame skill issue for making sure that ball dropped. They wanted to secure the win of these games, and they 2-0'd Lotus 8 Esports to go on into the grand finals.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge. Kara Late goal, really saving the day there, and you gotta admit, really close series, and you still gotta give just an amazing hand for Lotus 8, coming out still 3rd place, an amazing finish for them. Obviously, the players would have loved to get into that grand final and showcase that player skill, but I know they'll be back next week, and I'm excited to see that roster continue to keep on performing. But yeah, skill issue, they have battled their way now through this lower bracket to earn themselves a chance to fight these champions that are waiting for them.
Man, I'm really curious to see how this one goes. Grand finals are always nice because it's more games, so we get to follow more of a storyline. We get to not just rule somebody out in a couple, but it's gonna take a bit more, and there's usually a bit more strategy that tends to happen in longer series like the grand finals that we're gonna watch here. So I'm looking to see Fatty Cartel and Skill Issue bring out their best. And these two teams have shown a lot of great promise. So I want to start seeing a lot of mechanical plays.
Yeah, all the plays are going to be there, all the everything, and especially in a best of 7, there's so much room to make those plays. But speaking of room, we got an empty lobby right now. We're working on building it up for those grand finals, but before we can actually get into the grand finals, we're going to take just a short little break. Don't you guys go anywhere, because on the other side, the final match of the night. We'll see you then.
Those medical pills are pushing me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These ethanol fumes won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about round when it's past 2. Reach a glass, do no. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up and go to sleep. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up from our sleep. I'll be home soon. You don't gotta fight alone.
Hello and welcome back to the Frost Esports $100 3v3 weekly tournament. We just got finished watching Lotus Esports go against Skill Issue. That was a great best of 3 matchup in the losers grand final. But now we are ready for the grand final. We are going to be watching Fatty Cartel and Skill Issue go head to head in this best of 7. And I am excited. Both of these teams have shown great promise. So let's see, as all of the teams look ready to go and they're on the pitch. Llama, bring us in.
Oh, here we go. It is grand finals time. One match to end it all. One match to decide the champion. And it is all right here on stream. Obviously, that game advantage is still in effect. We have to remember that. But it's going to be a really good match. Let's get right into it.
As we see the ball go up high. Everybody looking like sharks in a shark tank for this. Titus looking to get that ball, but 50 goes to the wall. Hera gonna look to get a double, but he is bumped. And now we have Heck with it, looking to go and do an air dribble, maybe an air dribble pinch. but just can't complete the play. It's going to be pushed away. Everybody on skill issue is, again, just shutting out the plays happening already from Fatty Cartel.
Shutting down the plays, and that's pretty huge because we talk about you're starting a game down. You need to win this first game to equalize the series and can't let it start to get away from you. And we've talked about Kara in that previous series, able to kind of create those plays. Once again, kind of dropping it down. Surreal has to use so much boost to get onto the backboard and save that ball. They might even be able to keep it in. J-Cell trying to get a good touch on it, but it does back on into their defensive end.
Jessel able to get the slow air dribble clear as Heck says, I don't give a crap about you or space. I just want to score. And his team just goes for the attack. Heck looks to be third, looks to find a way to score this. Can't get it past Kara. Unfortunately, it is going to be cleared away.
Cleared away here, Kara with a good shot. Titus with a little bit better save here as this first minute and a half. No goals on the board. Both teams looking for it. Surreal flying out of midfield for that touch, but won't be able to find it just yet. This follow-up attack, though, not giving up. They're trying to pass mid-air. So much confusion around the net, but it's just Kamal again to hold it down and block it out.
Yeah, Kara looking, though, to get an air dribble, maybe, but Surreal cuts it off. Heck comes swooping in, can't get the angle. Surreal tries to follow. It is going to be saved by Jessel. Now we have Kara again with it, gets a 50. Surreal's on the wall. He gets the touch, but Titus just not able to turn fast enough. Now here is another setup, but Kara is going to cut that play off.
Cuts the play a little bit short, up into the corner though. Been stuck in their defensive end for a large chunk of this game, Fatty Cartel has, and maybe that's just a little bit of the nerves going into grand finals, maybe a little bit of that rust they're brushing off from that little bit of a break. Surreal though, definitely going up to the skies. The backboard touch isn't there. Heck with a little bit of a flip, but is just too late. Can't find the touch. The follow-up play from Surreal, not there either. So much offense, but no goals to show for it.
Yeah, everybody's really trying hard to score here, but it's either defense or offense that is cutting them out. And we know for Fatty Cartel, their strong defense has been making it impossible for Skill Issue to put one on target. Titus gets that double, just can't get it at the right angle. People need to bring their protractors out today if they want to win in this grand final.
I've been putting on this pressure here on the backside, trying to get Skill Issue a little bit of that extra momentum in this offensive zone, but Heck just going to lead out once again, try and get matched up on the 50 line though. It will be Kamal getting up and active across the backboard. As back the other way though, Skill Issue just on the offense here, putting it up towards that top right corner, just pressure after pressure. Rocket, we've had 3 minutes and 30 of Rocket League and no goals on the board.
I actually like seeing stuff like this. It means that the players are equally matched, and it means that we're in for an amazing series. I can see this going all the way to Game 7, OT, maybe every single match. With Heck now, though, leading the charge on this. Jessel gonna get the 50 win, but it's not gonna be enough to go in. If you want to start to see plays happen, one thing we still have not seen strong of is physicality. Where are the demos? Where are the strong bumps happening?
Where are they? That is a big question, but right now even bigger questions is just can you create that? Can you create that space for yourself off into midfield, just kind of bouncing around? Another demo. Heck loses their car for a little bit of time. A nice little kind of ground pass from Kara to J-Cell. Can't find it, but Kara not giving up on the play. 30 seconds left to go, and one goal could possibly win you the game here.
Kamal getting that pinch in the corner. Jessel at it again, but no teammate there to complete it as Kara comes in again, gets the pinch, looks to maybe get the bump, gets the bump to Heck. The net is kind of open, but Jessel able to get that, Jessel not able to get the touch that he needs into the net.
Just yet, 5 seconds left to go. They're looking for a bouncing around it. It might be, like you said, it might be a 0-0 overtime unless someone can score, and the answer is no. So we go to 0-0 overtime. The first goal of this game will be the decider.
Yeah, but maybe Jessel can put something up. He cannot. It is shut out by Surreal, who centers it, but Titus and Heck are just way too far back to make anything happen for the play as we continue to see this ball just go back and forth like ping pong.
Both teams getting a little bit of grasp on that offensive zone for a little bit, but Heck does get a nice demo to try and get something going. Kamal, a nice shot, but really good defense on either side. No one letting any goals in so far, and J-Cell maybe trying to change that here. Kamal up towards the top corner. Won't have any teammates to follow up. They've already rotated back.
That's the Reels in this corner, looking to push it along, but J-Cell gets it to Heck, and Heck looks to drop it down to a teammate, but instead drops it down to Kara. And everybody just keeps putting it to the other side's team members. They need to get their communications up, and they need to make sure they do it fast. Titus almost put that on target, but Kara able to shut that out as well.
Really so close, but another extra minute of Rocket League and still no goals. Still both teams looking for that first strike. J-Cell gets a little bit of breakthrough on the defense. Kamal with a nice little top right shot that Surreal will be able to send just wide. So good offense, better defense has really been the story of this game for both teams. The shot though from Titus is just too tall. Kamal able to block it.
I think that was probably the first two attempts that we've seen that might have almost gone in, and that slow play might be an answer, but Kamal gets the clear way before, and then that's wide open. This just needs to be a bang, and Titus shuts off Kara before Kara can even touch the ball.
Oh, the post ringing loud in everybody's ears here, especially the eggs in attendance, but Surreal with another shot as we approach the 2-minute marker in this overtime. Just so much tension here building in the first game. We still have possibly 5 or 6 more to go. I cannot wait for the rest of it, but they're still battling. Surreal still defending, but J-Cell is scoring. The overtime is over.
My mouth is just wide open to this. Oh my goodness. Surreal accidentally passes this right into the hands of Skill Issue, and this is just not what you want for Fatty Cartel. He really tried to clear that out. Unfortunately, just did not notice who he was passing to, and just after all of that hard work for it to end this way in game one, kind of sad for Fatty Cartel.
It's mentally tilting. Like you played 7 minutes of Rocket League. You had 10 shots on the board, couldn't find the back of the net, but it just makes me think of that Titus shot where it was right at the post. It was right there, inches away from ending that overtime. I will say Skill Issue, only 1 goal in the game, so they still have some things to work on. And Kara, for a large portion of that game, had all 5 of the team's shots, which is kind of scary if they can just say, okay, we take Kara out of the game, we win the series, but it's a good start for them. They equalize the series. The game advantage is kind of null and void now.
Right. Like I said, one thing that I want to see in this next game, in this game too, if you want to have a different outcome, go for more demos, go for bumps. Looking at everything that's happening on the pitch, that's one thing we did not really see strong of in the first game. Whenever you have 2 teams that are equally matched like this in skill, in ability, one thing that you can do to slow them down is steal their boost. Go for bumps. Go for demos. And that's how you start changing the momentum into your favor.
Yeah, we want to see all that. We want to see those plays created and that space taken. But here we go. Now going into game number 3 here, where game advantage, like we said, already gone, but Skill Issue could go back to back here and, you know, start to build a game advantage of their own and start to build that series advantage up. Coming from that lower bracket, looking very strong. Kara already opening up with some offense on the backboard, but immediately sent wide the other way.
Yeah, Kara tills that. He gets that boost though, but now he's looking to control this ball. He's not controlling it. Really, he's going for the bang away here. Heck lobs it up as well. We keep seeing his throwaways, but Surreal has a real opportunity here, but Heck not able to complete the play. His touch ends up actually popping the ball a little bit too high, making it impossible to score.
Unable to score on that one, but maybe on this next touch. Titus, what a demo, saves it, but Kara doesn't miss. Doesn't matter if you take their teammate out of the play, they're still gonna find the angle.
They had all the time in the world to save this, and Titus, instead of just turning around, instead of going for a normal save, ends up going for a squishy. And unfortunately, squishies, in my opinion, they're just not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it there, and skill issue there. Now up 1-0. That's the scoreline they won with last game, so we'll see if their defense can hold strong enough to hold this lead for the rest of it. Beautiful shot, beautiful passing so far, and beautiful sacrifice there from the demoed player. Titus, what a little touch there. Surreal, the backboard is so tasty. They keep licking it, but unfortunately they can't take a bite of the goal.
My God, the recoveries happening right now for Fatty Cartel are insane. You had two teammates at all times just swooping in left and right, making sure nothing went in. That is how you play Rocket League. That's how you play strong defense. But heck, looking to try to set up something offensively. His teammates are nowhere to be found. They are a little bit too far back, but Surreal gets the touch. Titus and Jessel get a 50. It drops down. Maul able to get it. Looking to get it to Jessel, but it's cut off by Surreal.
Just a little bit short as 2 minutes cut off of that timer overall. 3 still left to go as all getting a little bit active on the defensive end as their defense has looked pretty strong. Car getting active as well, but we talk about their offense. The lone shot and the lone goal from Kara is all skill issue has. They do have to be careful as Fatty's starting to build up some shot counters of their own, and Hack off in the corner doing a little bit of handoff action, but J-Cell can read that play from a mile away.
Yeah, Kara now up with it. He has a strong opportunity. Instead of just going for a normal goal, he tries to go for a mechanical play, gets a flip reset, and misses an open net opportunity.
This is it, but that's okay. They keep it across the sidewall here for Heck. Didn't get too punished on the other side. This one might be punishing, though. The pass is there. The secondary touch. The Rio just not able to get there quick enough. The defense, again, reading the plays. J-Cell line backing their way right into this corner, but back and forth. Again, these two teams, their defenses are so strong.
Yeah, their defenses are just incredibly frustrating to deal with. If you're either team, they're both tilting each other with the way they're shutting their plays out.
All big save. Big shot. Titus almost able to find the shot towards the mid of that goal, but you can see everybody on skill issue getting up and active. J-Cell, what a reception there to find the second goal.
This is kind of wild considering everything else we saw from them. You would think that Heck would go backboard or go to the wall or just he got caught out. You saw him looking to dart to get that full boost and instead realizes a little bit too late that there's going to be a shot on net, turns, and is just oddly angled.
Oh, man. Aura, the pockets are empty after that pickpocket. What a beautiful play. Reads it perfectly, waits for Titus, waits for Surreal to go for the hit, and just plays the high ground, and we know how that ended for Anna.
Just incredible shutouts happening for skill issue. Fatty Cartel have just not been able to respond in a way that you know is what we've seen before from them. But now maybe a little bit of a goal opportunity. Heck can't get it in. Kara's gonna clear it away.
Kara is so good on every single sense of the ball. Offense, defense, doing everything here in this match for skill issue, and 1 goal away from that hat trick. And a minute to go, a 3-goal lead. Not something you want to be staring down if you are the Fatty Cartel right now, but we still have maybe some time. Maybe that offense can find that spark, but they need to find it quickly.
Yeah, you want to get this momentum in your favor, but look at the touches they keep getting. Their 50s are not going in their favor. They have to pay attention to their 50s, the way they're attacking the ball, the way they're coming at it versus how the opponent is going at it. 50s are one of the hardest things in the game to win, and it's really been hurting Fatty Cartel in this one.
hurting them there. A little bit of hurtful shots as post after post and crossbar after crossbar the shots go, but doesn't matter as much this time because we are guaranteed not going to overtime. It is just Fatty Cartel trying to not get shut out. 2 games in a row. 5 seconds left to go, though. It is looking pretty dire. Heck, gonna go up for one more opportunity. Sneaks in between the 2 opposing players. Although the goal doesn't matter. It's pretty beautiful.
It's nice to get a goal on there. I always like to say that you need to put one on, at least for your dignity's sake, right? I don't care what the goal is happening on the other side, whether they're up by 10, whether they're up by 1. But I always say I don't like to end a game with 0. I like to put one on target, at least for my dignity. And at least he got a dignity goal for his team. Heck, helped Fatty Cartel maybe get their dignity up, their morale a little bit higher, and maybe in this one we'll see them with more composure.
Hello. Sorry.
Out of everything, though, that we've seen in these games, I don't know how we can see anything turn around for Fatty Cartel. They're just gonna have to start making better decisions.
Hello. Can you hear me good? I think I finally got the issue. All right. Nonetheless, we are good to go finally. After all of that, still looks like we don't have Star here, so we'll be still going here into game number 4. Sorry about that. Did have a stream cord audio being eaten, but nonetheless, we got a 0-0 game to start us out. Some shots coming through from Surreal and a demo coming through as well as they try to build up this offensive attack. It's a nice little shot there to the post. Won't find it. J-Cell looking good. The defense finds it. Titus going up to the skies. Very important game here for Fatty Cartel as they need to not let this 3rd game go to skill issue and get that 3rd game up on the board for them, because then they'd be just 1 game away. Surreal looking for a crossbar. Such won't be able to find J-Cell on the save. Back on the defense here. Kamal and on the offense for just a little bit of time. Minute 30 gone here. No goals on the board just yet, but off at the corner, maybe one here. Titus trying to pick up that aggression and trying to send it some other ways, but Lincoln Coast still kind of stuck on this back line right now as Kara goes to the corner, goes to the skies. The pass is there, but J-Cell is just a little bit off the accuracy. The 3rd one is there as well. Kamal credited with that shot, but still nothing here for them. Still no goals the other way. The backboard also not able to find it. It's going to be continued offense coming through here. LSU building it up at the midfield line. Gonna reset off of this wall, and if they can get up to the sky, though, it's an opportunity maybe for Surreal as they try to bounce to the teammates, but the rotations are just so far off. J-Cell has got kind of an open 1v1 opportunity. Has to send it wide. Unfortunately, it's going to be a secondary touch. It was just so much there for Surreal. Too slow again. All these plays so close, within inches of striking in the back of that net, but halfway through this game, no goals on the board. Kind of seemed like we're in that game 1 scenario. All picks up that demo onto Titus here as they back it back up into the corner. Heck, for a teammate, looking for something, looking for the pass. Surreal goes up to the backboard, dropping it down. The opportunity sent wide by Kara. The defensive anchor has been playing so well all day long.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that technical issue, but now looking back in this game, we have Kara with it in the corner. Titus gets a pass to Surreal. Surreal trying to put it on target. Jessel Kamal in the corner. Nothing still being able to put on target as we have 1 minute and 37 seconds left in this one.
Kara playing like an absolutely different beast. A trade for trade, demo for demo, heck for J-Cell there. Go 2 for 2 for still a little bit of time. Kamal going up to the skies, up to the corner. The teammates there as well. It's Kara who, like we said, has been so well-rounded in the overall series, but we're looking at still a tied game. This one, the tension is increasing every second that passes.
Yeah, the tension of this game is, you can cut the tension thick with a knife. It's just like everything is not going anyone's way as Heck tries to put one on target as well, but it is cleared away yet again by skill issue. Jessel trying to lead the charge there as Kamal waits patiently. He gets demoed. The net is open, people. And you would think that Fatty Cartel were able to capitalize on that, but all of their teammates are a little bit too far back to put anything on target.
A bit too far back, a little bit disconnected there. Kara just have to be a little bit careful as that dropping ball can be put in danger, and just like that, Titus, they don't clear it, and Titus makes them pay.
Yeah, Titus did a great job here, capitalizing. Finally, we started to see a lot of open nets from skill issue, just not able to have it capitalized on. And finally, we get one on the board. 32 seconds left in this one.
Much time left to go, but still opportunities. Titus looking for a crazy secondary touch. Heck will be credited with the shot, but the crossbar going to be credited with the save onto that one. Up in the skies, 15 seconds left to go. Kamal and Co for skill issue. They need to find a goal. Not much time is left here, and Surreal is just keeping it on their backlines. Titus is going to find another.
Titus just really leading the charge strong for his team. Only 8 seconds left. I don't know if we can see a comeback for skill issue in this one, but this is the part where I would tell my team, hey, let's just go for 2 kickoff goals.
You have to. That's the only thing you can do, and Kara almost gets the first, but Heck able to save at the time is down to nothing there, so it'll be a game going back to Fatty Cartel. They'll be able to equalize out this series up 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2 is a good way to start, as again, we know that these teams are pretty much matched in both talent and on offense and talent on defense. So the question is who's going to turn things around and start breaking away with everything tied up? Now, I don't know who could take this, but looking at the offensive pressure in this last game, you know, you had 12 shots on net from Fatty Cartel and only 3 shots coming from skill issue. Just not something we typically are used to seeing from them.
Yeah, that's a very, very low shot count. Fatty Cartel were just able to get so many into the, goal that they were able to start to build up that kind of, okay, we're going to put so many in, eventually one's going to hit, and that's kind of what they went with. And it's big, equalizing out the series now 2-2. In an effective best of 3, you still have to win 2 to take the entire title, and skill issue, they've been looking clean up until this point. It's just, how far can Kara carry you, right? Because Kara's been doing good on offense and defense, and eventually Fatty Cartel are going to realize that and do things to stop that.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of how things are playing out in this series, I would like to see some demos on some of the players who are getting all of the offensive pressure, all of the goals happening for their team. That's how you start to break away. That's how you start to win. But they just can't do it and put themselves out of play. They need to do it in a smart way.
Right. Do it in a smart way here. Going into game number 5, it's going to be one of these 2 teams moving on to series point. Kara, you beast. What was that?
What a way to open up the play. Kara gets it over Titus, over Heck, and he gets the flip reset, gets it over Surreal, gets it over the whole team. We're only 9 seconds into this game.
seconds in, finds the first goal, and what a way to answer when they were shut out in the previous one. A beautiful start here for Skill Issue. This is exactly what you would want to see from a team coming down from the lower bracket. The question is, can they hold it? The answer is yes, because Carr has just found another.
I mean, Carr scoring 2 this quick. I would question, why are we not demoing him? He already has 2 of the goals. And you're only like 20 seconds into this match. You are on game 5. You need to find a way to cut this guy out. Make sure he has no more shots on net.
Been such a big key piece to that offense, and all around the teamwork now has 2 goals, 1 away from that all-beloved hat trick that all players look for, but still so much time on the clock. That is important to note that Cartel, they still have some time to build up the plays, maybe build back up this lead, maybe cut down the lead on the other side. Carr, though, another great shot put on board. J-Cell might look for the follow-up angle off the backboard. It's there for the teammates, but everybody's back at the 50 line.
Almost looked like a 3rd goal incoming, but instead it is cleared away. Skill Issue, though, looked like they're running away with this one. And I mean, can you blame them? They're finding opportunities and they're just capitalizing. Cartel looking a little bit distraught right now, looking very panicked and not as composed as we've seen them in the previous games.
Definitely not looking as composed, but see what they can get. Maybe get a paintbrush, change the composition. Heck, a nice little shot there. Actually finds the soft spot in the top right corner.
You gotta love a nice chip shot. Chips it right into the far right. Kara not able to recover fast enough to get that touch. Those are always hard because not only was it above him, but he was awkward. It was put above him and behind him. So great placement and great way to open up the scoring for Cartel. Heck, we've seen him do a lot of great things for his team, so maybe he's gonna do another goal here, but it is cleared away yet again by Skill Issue.
Cleared away. That defense is so important at a time like this when still 3 minutes left and only that 1 goal lead. Gotta be careful here. Titus kind of the friendly fire with the teammates bumping into each other, because that can allow Carr to get some space on that back line. J-Cell stealing away that corner boost and maybe trying to build up a play. J-Cell, a nice little soft touch, puts it to the corner. Titus and Surreal both have to jump up for it, but the rotation's almost bad. J-Cell has enough boost to save that.
My goodness, that was scary for a moment. Looked like another goal was gonna happen, but able to recover fast enough. His Skill Issue as Heck looks to put another one on target. He gets it past the defense and sets it up perfectly for Surreal. Everything is tied now in this game 5.
Yeah, this is a Heck play all day long. Goes to the left side, breaks both the axles, and then passes it right to the teammate for the open net. Like you said, all tied up. This is what we said at the beginning of the game. There is so much time left on the clock for them to bounce back, and there is still so much time left to bounce back for both teams. There's still half of this game left to play, and we talked about the ramifications of this game. One of these 2 teams is moving on a series point, which is something nice to lord over your opponents.
Yeah, it's also a lot easier on your morale. If you come into the next game and you lost, it's a lot harder. Now everything matters. If you mistake anything, the other team will notice, and you will start to get a lot more nerves, and you'll start to see a lot, double commits, triple commits. So hopefully they just keep things composed and sure that their passing ends up going to each other instead of passing away like how that just ended up going to Jessel. Jessel trying to put it on target. Surreal able to get the read.
Read that book, able to perfect page to stop that play. Up into the skies though, Kara looking to get a little bit of disruption, maybe look for a passing play, but looks like the play will unfortunately fail, bouncing around for just a little bit. J-Cell picking up that offensive pressure and trying to maybe again get those kind of disruption plays at the back line, but again the rotations are a little bit off, so they're not able to follow up on those plays, and we're still tied, 1.5 minutes to go.
And oh my god, Titus gets it right behind Jessel, but Kara able to recover and push that along as Heck looks to get it over Jessel. It goes center. Titus is there, can't get a double. That really would have been what cemented that goal there, but it's cleared away, and now we see Surreal with it.
Picks it up. Good to go. 60 seconds, and one of the biggest games of the series on the line right here. the corner. Heck, looking to get back actually to keep this play alive and maybe look for a teammate back in midfield. Titus able to pick it up, looking for a little bit of aerial bumps here and there, but kind of slowing down the pace, really slowing down the goals as well for both teams. Kara getting 150 out in the skies, looking to maybe set up the teammates, but Heck making sure Kara has a target on them at all times. Surreal goes for the passing play, but with 30 seconds remaining, it misses.
Yeah, and that ball now goes center. Surreal passes to Titus. Titus tries to get the bump goal, but just can't. It's cleared away. Kamal, though, throws it away, gives it to Heck. Heck gonna look to recover. That 50 goes to Titus in the corner. Titus also just throws this away. Now it's in the hands of Kara.
Kara to the teammate. The demo is there. We're down to pretty much nothing on the clock. Overtime could be the deciding force if we go there, but it's years on the clock. Will one of these teams fight for it? The shot from Titus was right on the goal line, but doesn't connect, so we go to OT.
Now we are in OT, and now we have Titus getting that touch. Maybe Surreal can get an air dribble. He brings it up, he brings it down, and it's still able to be read. Kara now alone against Heck. Can he pop this up? This flick might be enough. No, Heck gonna get the read.
Teammates were there to back him up just in the nick of time. We've seen Kara make those plays, even in this game, to score those goals. Double commit for every shot Kara is making. Can they punish? The answer is no, because Heck is back. Heck has a 1v1. Kamal gets tall, gets up to the backboard, and gets a demo traded here. Heck to J-Cell, 1-for-1 as it gets back to the side wall.
Surreal looks to get it over the defense here, but J-Cell able to recover. Titus looking to get it on target. Puts it to the backboard instead. It's cleared, and now we have Heck again with it. He's looking to get it to Titus, but Kamal is going to cut that off as well. Surreal, again, back on the attack, looking once again to get it to Titus or a teammate, but Jessel now with it.
J-Cell been doing such a good job this game. 4 saves already built up, but talk about the teammates there, helping them out in every single way. Maybe setting up for Kara when you're talking about stats. 6 shots already on this game, leading the team out of the 7 shots. Doing such a good job to put those really good ones on target. This time playing a little bit of defense, maybe looking for a passing play. Heck, though, with the dangerous pickpocket.
Kara looking to pass to Kamal. Maybe keep things in their half to draw all of the team of Fatty Cartel in, and then once they draw them in, maybe get a nice clear, and maybe Skill Issue can score. So I see what they're trying to do here. As that pop goes up, though, Titus going to clear it to the wall. Jessel waits patiently, can't get it. Now we have Heck and Surreal on the attack.
Blocked out, though, easily by Kara. The bump comes through. Titus maybe looking for a good angle, but no real boost to follow up on the play. And this is kind of what you were saying. Maybe look for that deadly counterattack. You have to be so careful as Heck maybe looking to pick your pocket, steal your wallet, steal the goal, steal the game here. Almost played an extra half game of Rocket League as the tension still building between these two teams. One of the two of them looking to get onto that series point. The backboard is so good. J-Cell, the shot inches away. Come on, shot wide as well.
Oh my goodness. Heck has got to be the MVP for his team. Whether they win or lose this, Heck has been so patient, and that patience on defense means everything. His patience to wait for that and to get the 50 after, to get the clear, just really helped make sure that they didn't give this one away. So Heck looking to score a goal because he's like, I'm not going to do all this and not come away with the win.
All good to kind of carry that across the backboard, but speaking of that win, both teams still looking for it. 3 minutes already in this extra time. Kara the bounce off the side wall. J-Cell follows it up for the overtime win.
How was that the goal? How was that the goal? Kara pops it to the wall. Surreal not able to get the angle to save that. And, you know, now this is another win for Skill Issue. I'm flabbergasted. I'm speechless. How was that the goal that scored out of all the saves we've seen, out of all the mechanical plays we saw? I'm lost.
That was crazy. I definitely think like Fatty Cartel are thinking it's Kara for sure, right? Kara's been making these plays all game long, had the first 2 goals, and Kara's like, okay, I can set up my teammates just as easily, sets them up for the goal to win the game. And you talk about it, it's a win for Skill Issue. Now they are on series point, tournament point. They are 1 game away from taking the entire thing in a game where they got outshot.
Yeah, you look at the shooting skill, the shooting here. You have 14 shots on net by Fatty Cartel, only 2 able to be converted, while Skill Issue only had 10. So there was 4 shots that, I mean, if they just converted 1 or 2 more of those, it would have been a huge difference in how this game would have played out. But instead, that we ended things how we ended things. So the question is now, Fatty Cartel want to win this one, swing themselves back into it. They need to find a way to just shut down Kara. Like, I just really think that's been their big issue. They don't know how to shut this guy out.
It's tough, right? Because we've seen Kara, the ability when you try to shut them down, they'll just, okay, make a mechanical play. All of a sudden it's in the back of your net. Or, you try to take them out. We just saw what can happen is those passing plays can come through and just can kind of get them in as well. So it is really so tough to put a target on Kara's back. And now Skill Issue with 1 game to go towards the championship. They are definitely, all things are burning here right now for Fatty Cartel.
That touch to the wall, though, leads it to Titus. Heck, gonna get a touch to the corner. Looks to maybe center this. Gets the win there of the 50, but Kamal comes patiently in. You can see this. Like, this is just patience, and we need to see some of it come more from Fatty Cartel. They've just been rushing a lot of their plays. And Skill Issue, their patience has been really paying out for them on offense. As the Jessel gets that demo, but not enough. As the double commit gonna help clear that away.
Push it away. Nick gone already. 0-0's on the board. Bouncing down, almost connects there. Titus looking for the follow-up shot. Not there. Backing up. Heck. Oh, it's a beautiful lay-in. Duncan in the basket and the first goal.
What a shot. What a shot. Titus throws it to the backboard. Kamal tries to get the read, but it's gonna be Heck. Puts it on target. Again, we've been talking about Heck all series long. This guy just really makes a lot of smart decisions and really the glue for his team.
The glue guy, important role to keep the team together, especially at these tense moments. And you talk about a tense moment for Fatty Cartel. This is a must-win game to force that Game 7. The best of 1 would be really exciting to end off the stream here, but still a long time to go. Still 3 minutes 30 left on this clock, so gotta play some good defense because we've seen the offensive skill issue, mainly Kara, but the offensive skill issue been able to find some of those goals.
Yeah, Titus up in the air though, looking to get it past. Looking to get it over Kara, can't. Ball goes past, gets to Heck. Heck looks all kinds of lost right there. Surreal tries to help him out, push the ball along, ends up going right to Jessel. Jessel looking for his teammate and Kara looking to get the angle, but it is saved away. And now there is a huge gap between Titus and Kamal. Kamal gets the flick. Surreal though, able to get the save.
The save just in the nick of time. Half the game left to go. Here's what we're approaching. Nice shot by Surreal to put some pressure on towards the backboard. The shot be good. J-Cell to save a little bit better. Heck, trying to carry it across that goal line, but these saves just keep on coming. The demo coming on through is huge to stop that offensive try.
Yeah, Surreal coming off of the ceiling though, gets a flip reset, tries to get it to Titus. Titus, if he had gotten that touch, it would have been a goal for his team.
Been, but unfortunately not there. Surreal demo out of Kara. That is huge. Stop that offensive threat, and taken down. 2 minutes left on the clock, left to go. We'll see here the shot counter looking a little bit better for Skill Issue this time. Kind of split around. No shots on Kara. 3 for the teammates, but still in a shot deficit of 5-3. So going for the shot there. Titus trying to find the angle. They're trying to find these creative plays to carry it just straight through the back line, but they just can't in these past couple minutes.
Kamal though has a double opportunity. The angle of his car, if he did not go for the what I call the swirly swirls, if he did not go for that, it would have been a goal. But Doesn't matter. End up scoring anyway.
Anyway, Kamal, the assist by Kara this time. The setup is perfect, and there. So tie ball game here with 1.5 minutes left to go. An exciting one as we'll go back to kickoff and see Titus been able to win it, but JCell right back the other way, trying to build back up that offense. And really good to cut into that lead pretty late here, because now just one more mistake, if you can find that from Fatty Cartel, all of a sudden the game is in your driving seat.
But Paul now up with it. Jessel looking to get it to Kara. Jessel still trying to recover from coming off of the ceiling. Not able to recover in time. The net is open if Surreal can get this fast enough. He is so excited. He's trying to get this center, but it's just not fast enough.
Fast enough. Left to go though, so pretty exciting here. Maybe another overtime to end off game number 6 here, but we'll see where the time takes us at the end of it. Nice little shot there from Titus, but did have a double commit up in the air, so no real chance of getting to the back of the net. And will be Surreal trying to just follow up the play, putting on the pressure, getting on the back line, but Kamal's got a good touch and should clear it.
Yeah, Jessel though throws it to Heck. Heck throws it in the corner with Jessel. Now Kara looks to clear it away. Surreal and Heck looks to put one on target. Kamal almost own goal just there.
So close, right on the goal line once again, but 15 seconds left to go. It looks like overtime here. Heck wants to make sure it doesn't go there, just wants to force a game 7, wants that 5 minutes on the clock for them to try and close out the series, but bouncing around for now. JCell picking it up, actually lets it just fly on by, so it'll be Heck bouncing to the corner. It looks like it's just going to be almost killed there. Finally, we go to OT.
Where were his teammates though? His teammates should have been there to help complete that play. It actually could have converted to something, but see Jessel now come off of the ceiling, look to get a double. It's shut out by Titus, and now Kamal on the attack. Looks to drop it down. Kara is alone against Surreal. Surreal wins the 50. Titus just needs to get that touch, but he doesn't. And Kara, if he had that, could have been another goal. Just a lot of almost happening right now.
The almost, but nothing there just yet. Still this 1-to-1 looming so large, and in golden goal opportunity, anything can happen really. And for Skill Issue, you score this 1 goal, you are the champions of this entire thing. You'll be taking home that majority of the prize pool. Don't want to go to a game 7 on a loss, as both teams been battling so hard in this series. The backboard has to be defended by Kara. JCell has to go up to make sure that isn't in any danger. Weird bounce back. Titus finds it, and we're going to game 7.
Oh my goodness. JCell passes it to Titus. Kara thinks they're helping out by getting it clear, but that push to the wall just was not expected by their teammate. Clearly a communication breakdown, but those things tend to happen when you're on defense and when, most importantly, the pressure is high. Teams make some players make some interesting decisions that just throw off your third in the net, and that's what we just saw. Fatty Cartel caught the defense a little bit awkward and were able to capitalize on it.
They found him in an awkward spot, found the goal, and they found themselves a game number 7. Oh boy, this entire tournament, we have played this best of 7. We have played the entire thing, and now we're down to 1 match to end it all. 5 minutes or maybe more if they decide to go to another overtime, but oh boy, it's going to be an exciting one.
This is going to be interesting for sure. You're definitely going to want to watch this, get some popcorn, and just literally enjoy this. This is like watching RLCS right now. That both of these teams have been going extremely hard on offense, extremely hard on defense, and nothing brings out more pressure than a game 7.
Nothing does. Pressure's on here. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's hop in for the final game of the night. Here we go. It's the grand finals, game 7 between Skill Issue and Fatty Cartel.
We have Jessel coming out of the net, going and getting that 50 there. He's looking to get a no boost play, possibly. Heck, looking to get over on the defense, but Kara gonna get that saved.
Save stuff there. He's setting up here, and the biggest thing here in the game 7 is just calm down, take a breath here, because those simple mistakes can start to stack up, and it has been such a close series. It has been there for both teams, but you don't want to be the one to make a mistake right now to give that game over.
no, you don't want to give this up so easily. So again, you need to take your time. Make sure that we don't have 3 players in the corner like we just saw there. Poor skill issue. But Fatty Cartel, you can see them. They're just on the attack, feeling like sharks in water right now. Surreal waits for Kamal to get his attack off, clears it away, and ends up in Jessel's hands.
Up in the hands of Jessel. Be able to find it there, but we'll be trying to pass it off to the teammate. Titus back on the offensive line here. J-Cell able to pass on over to Kamal. Kamal gets the demo, actually, so maybe a good rotation out, but they're back on defense. Titus has to step up to the skies to try and send it off in the offensive zone. Both these defenses still holding strong, just like this whole series has been.
Yeah, now Surreal with it. Gets a flip reset, gets another, looks to get it set up for Titus, but it is popped into the corner by Heck. Heck just throws it away, though, to Jessel. Jessel throws it into the corner as Titus is able to get the read. Kara and Titus get a 50. That might end up being a goal.
Oh!
But Surreal can't redirect it.
Post. Oh, the post is so sad. Add another dent to it here. Is that one not in the net? And their demo through from Kamal, they're starting to listen to that physicality we wanted to see from both of them, but not able to really pick up any goals off it. J-Cell to the skies, looks for it, bounces their way through. No one will stop it.
And those are so hard to read. Jessel has it on his hood. Instead of going for a flick, he ends up just going for a pop. And oh my goodness, you got to give it to him. He faked out his defender like nobody else did. And now, skill issue are up 1 in this best of 7. And we only have 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this one.
A lot of time here, and it's 1 shot, 1 goal, 100% here. And that 1 shot coming from J-Cell's amazing play, but can they hold it? That's the question. The series has been so close. It has been Fatty Cartel able to, find those bounce backs and able to find those goals, but they're just putting on the pressure. Kara, a shot there. It's been kind of quiet these past couple games, but allowing the teammates to blossom and find goals of their own.
Oh, Kara's goal almost going in. He looks to get another touch as it waterfalls down, and so does his teammate, but cleared away by Fatty Cartel is that one. As a flick happens, Kamal can't put it on, and Kara again on the attack as well.
Attack. 2 minutes left to go here as trying to back up to the skies. Kara, though, is looking to set up the teammates. It's just back to the midfield, back and forth as this 1 goal lead still stands. Heck, though, a nice shot! Slips it by J-Cell, right back to even. It's left to go. Tied up ball game here as bouncing forward. The kickoff eventually won by Kara and J-Cell. They set up in the skies. Kamal still looking to keep this play alive. And it looks like Heck just trying to clear it, try to gain back some offensive presence after that goal, trying to keep this game equal, trying to eventually maybe find the goal to send it right back on in. Off the sidewall, not there for a little bit, but real bouncing here. Minute 30 left to go and still so close. 10. Just as big here for Kara. Could maybe make a play. Kamal up into the skies, Titus maybe follow up here on the backboard. The counter attack looking for it, but no as well. 60 seconds. We're in game 7 still, ladies and gentlemen. This is the peak right here. This is the championship cup on the line. The finish line is right there for both of them, but still 1 more goal, 1 mistake. That's all it takes here to use the championship to fall out of it. But 1 great play, 1 great pass could make you the hero of this story. J-Cell looking to be the hero right now, not able to bump Heck out of the way. 30 seconds, half of a minute here. 30 seconds to the corner.
And now we see Titus with it. Titus throws it into the corner. J-Cell get it centered here as Kara tries to also get in, but just nothing happening. 14 seconds left in this one. 10 seconds now. Who is going to put this one on target? Heck, looking to do something, but he can't.
Can't do anything. Zero's on the clock. Maybe an opportunity, but it's bouncing to the ground. Almost there. Just kill it, please. Just send it to overtime. There it is. We'll have overtime. Game 7. 1 goal decides this matchup. One team can only walk away with the win.
Heck, looking to start something here.
Ooh.
And that aggressive bang off of his hood could have been a goal, but it is saved away by Jessel.
Away. For how long can they keep this defense up? Because another good shot on board. Carr, though, sending it wide. Tension in the air, tension in the field, and another opportunity to the backboard. Won't be able to find it. Carr, that defensive anchor, still playing that role. Surreal, though, they're low on boost and trying to punish them. Finally, Kamal will give them a little bit of life here, and they'll be able to rotate out.
The bumping play is looking really strong and nice, but Titus, his touch not going to help as Kamal has an opportunity to pass his teammate, but looks like Surreal came in and cut off that play as Heck looked to get an air dribble bump. And just everything you want to see out of these teams is coming out strong right now. Both offense and defense looking strong.
Everything looking strong here. Already a minute in this extra time. Titus gonna stop this ball from to be cleared. Surreal actually gonna be the one to do it. Kara, good touch to get it up towards the wall. Set up the teammates before in those passing plays. J-Cell has to be so careful on those attempts. The backboard from Titus to get the redirect, but it's Kamal trying to set up the play. But once again, the offenses are being equally matched by the defenses.
There they are as J-Cell comes in. It goes center.
Fast.
Heck. Looks like he just ends up not doing what he wants to do there. Has J-Cell puts it on target. That is the game. That is the series.
Wow. Aura at the end of the day, beautiful pass, and J-Cell lays it in with a nice touch. We are all done. Skill issue have done it. They've battled back from the lower bracket. They've battled up to the championship, and they have won it in Game 7 by just 1 goal in overtime.
It was a hard-fought battle. Both teams put everything on the line, and it just ended up being skill issue. Came out a little bit on top. J-Cell's placement of that ball in the OT Game 7 really helped things out, and everything just really clicked for them in this last one.
It really did. I mean, both teams, it seemed like they were so equally matched for the entirety of the thing. We had lots of overtimes, lots of really close matchups, but at the end of the day, I feel like it was Kara. Deserves so much credit for that entire series. Not only was putting the pressure on in the early games and getting those goals, getting those mechanical plays, the defensive anchor we were just talking about, but setting up passes as well. When the other team sees you as a threat, you just pass it to your teammate.
Yeah. Well, thank you again to everybody who has come out and watched the Frost Esports $100 3v3 tournament. Remember that you can also sign up next week if you'd like and join us here, where you can also have your games casted if you go into the winners semifinals as well. But thank you again to Llama, and thank you again to everybody who watched. Our sponsors, Trolley and Trolley, as well as Hydro Flask. Is there anything you want to add as well, Llama, that happened during this series that maybe you want to talk on, or the tournament in general?
It was fun. I do say we do have a posture check, so just making sure we're Twitch chat looking out for us, making sure our posture is all good. Mine's good. Hopefully yours is good as well. But yeah, I think the tournament was really good. I mean, you also got to throw it over to Fatty Cartel for getting that second place, for finding the way to get to that grand finals and still walking in with a little bit of an advantage. But just weren't able to hold. I mean, skill issue really, really clean overall.
Yeah, skill issue. Like I said earlier, I don't think that team had any skill issues at all. That team was strong, made a lot of smart decisions on the pitch, and their passing plays and team plays in general really were a great match for Fatty Cartel, who were also doing similar things with the passing plays, with the demos and the bumps towards the end. But again, another great Frost tournament in the books.
Seems like a great one. Like you said, make sure to get in the Discord. Make sure to check out all of the awesome things that they have there as well. Like you said, exclamation point hydrate if you want to pick up one of those hydro flasks. And, I really hope it's going to be a good tournament the next week because, bring your team in, show up, show out, and maybe get yourself a chance to play for that big prize pool.
As well as get casted by wonderful casters like Llama. Well, thank you again.
That's true.
Right, exactly. Thank you again, everybody, and have a good night.
Those medical pills are pushing me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These ethanol fumes won't make me sober.